In Midtown Atlanta, WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards is forecasting partly cloudy skies today. It's going to be muggy with highs in the low 80s today. Could see some pop-up showers on your drive home. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. All new this half hour, John Elijah Matthews faces a federal charge of committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system. This just in from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Atlanta. He's accused of murdering a 66-year-old woman aboard a MARTA train last weekend. The U.S. Attorney in Atlanta, Theodore Hertzberg, says Margaret Swan was a beloved great-grandmother brutally killed in an unprovoked act of senseless violence. President Trump says he will abide by a court ruling temporarily blocking his so-called anti-weaponization fund. Catherine Falders reports another judge in Florida is digging into how this IRS settlement even came about.
She wants answers about whether Trump in his personal capacity essentially colluded with the government he runs from the beginning to extract money, if you will, from the federal government.
Backlash from lawmakers in both parties is stalling reconciliation talks. Democrats and Republicans are balking at the president's pick for Director of National Intelligence. Delaware Senator Chris Coons says housing regulator Bill Pulte has zero national security experience.
And someone who has shown not just a willingness but an enthusiasm to use inappropriately gotten mortgage information to go after President Trump's opponents. That is a really chilling sign.
Any nomination would have to move through the closely divided Senate Intelligence Committee, and one Republican no could tank it. The Andrew Young Foundation opens its state-of-the-art aquaponics facility in Jonesboro. Foundation President Gaurav Narayan says they hope to produce 12 to 15,000 pounds of food each and every week.
Right now, we are growing kale, cilantro, spinach, Swiss chards, bok choy.
They hope to use this facility as a place for people to come and learn about aquaponics and see how they can bring it to their own communities. Alzheimer's advocates from across the country, including Georgia, are in Washington, D.C., pushing for legislation to accelerate progress in the fight against Alzheimer's.
Volunteer advocates are in Washington asking their legislators to co-sponsor the Alzheimer's Screening and Prevention Act. The legislation would give Medicare the authority to cover blood-based biomarker tests capable of detecting Alzheimer's disease before symptoms appear.
Truly a bipartisan issue. It doesn't matter whether they're red or blue. Alzheimer's touches families across all political divides.
Gannon Murphy with the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association says passage of the bill would make early detection the standard of care. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It is 3:03. The Von Haessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, we're going to start you off with live team coverage of traffic and weather. Alex Williams is checking your drive in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Hey, Veronica, got some better news up in Norcross. Earlier trouble, I was watching 85 northbound at Indian Trail Road, exit 101. It is mostly off to the right, but because the afternoon rush is already in full play, you're going to remain slow, leaving 285 for the ride up into Gwinnett County. On the south side, new trouble, 75 northbound, just north of Highway 2081, exit 218. I'm looking at the jam cam right now. Yep, that's in a right lane, so delays filling in before Highway 155. And they are still doing that paving operation, have not cleared it yet in the right lane. 285 westbound, the inner loop ramming to I-85 south near the airport and Old National Highway. And it is just a bumper-to-bumper ride back to I-75. Now slowing the 75 northbound ramp to 285 west, the inner loop there in Clayton County. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy skies today with pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. High 82. Lows tonight in the mid-50s.
Right now it's 81 degrees at 3:04 on 95.5 WSB.
Hour one of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Haessler. Surrounded, as always, I can't get away from him, by the doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. And Jared Yamamoto is present. I've come here today to put an end to something. I mean, we have a lot of fun here. Do we not?
Mostly.
As doctrine, huh? What? In my mind,
it can't be fun. It can't be fun all the time.
Yeah, because then we don't know when we're not having fun.
Right.
Okay, that
just
makes
like
sense.
Christmas, if it was every day, would not be cool.
Sure, I understand. But it's Christmas a lot here, right? Well, that's not the point. I'm not.
The Friday before we go on vacation for Christmas is always like Christmas.
Yes, because we do the Christmas show.
Yeah.
It's just time to put an end to something. And why, you may ask? Because it's just simply annoying the hell out of me. And I think society's better off when Eric's happy. Don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Aren't we all, like, the whole culture seems to thrive when Von Hessler is not annoyed, or we could say least annoyed.
Society is always aiming to please you.
It's the best thing for society because it comes right back at them. You know?
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Win-win.
When I am totally annoyed about it, and you know this if you listen to the show, but it's just right now there's been so many stories. These, I just get I'm sick and tired. I've had it up to here with the aliens stories and Sasquatch/Bigfoot stories.
Well, they got them daggum aliens.
Yeah, they got the daggum aliens. They got the daggum Bigfoots.
Daggum scientists being daggum killed.
You know, the government now is like, well, that's like a real thing. That's different. That's like nuclear scientists. There's another one, right?
Oh, they found her body yesterday.
So I was like, okay, so
What?
that's
Really?
yeah. I don't know what it is. I got to look into it. We don't know exactly. We got to look into it. But that's a real story. I'm talking about all this stuff, the aliens, and they're gonna put more files out there, and oh my goodness, and the aliens, and blah blah blah, and Bigfoot, and now this one. Which, by the way, as these things go, I consider the Loch Ness Monster to be minor league. I really think Bigfoot has to call Loch Ness up from the minors into the majors. But for some reason, there are still people who hang on to this. I mean, Bigfoot at least is cool. Loch Ness Monster is like some kind of like prehistoric eel. I don't know.
Excuse me, it's a plesiosaur.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Loch Ness expert. Well, there's a story. It was from yesterday. I meant to get to this yesterday. Loch Ness Monster hunt begins with help of advanced underwater drone. We're taking our new technologies.
Oh.
I think you'd agree with me, better to be using these to find the Loch Ness Monster than killing more people.
I hope they blow it up.
The drone's got a cute name, too. It's called Micro Millie.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Micro Millie, here I am. I'm going to get you.
If they find it, can I have its penis?
Oh, no.
Oh, mister, I ain't got one of them.
Cut off its feet.
You want parts of Loch Ness if they find it,
I want to make a
RFKJR.
hybrid animal out of it, but I also want, the bone.
What was your name again? Micro whatever?
Micro Millie.
Micro Millie.
Find it, Millie.
I believe
Find that Loch Ness Monster.
I believe Micro Millie. It's a long career. If my memory serves, Micro Millie replaced Minnie Pearl at the Grand Ole Opry back in the 80s, I believe.
Told a lot of gossip. A lot of rumors.
So here's I am so sick and tired of these stories. I'm really sick and tired that other human beings that I consider peers take them seriously and want to talk about them. So here's what it is. Anyone who has $10,000, I will bet anyone, only one person, I'm not going to bet 7 people.
Autumn and I are out.
I will bet any Loch Ness Monster believing person. All right, you've got your underwater drone technology. Can we agree if the underwater drone doesn't find this damn thing, it's not in the loch?
Maybe it slipped out. Evaded.
Well, it's called the Loch Ness Monster, and for purposes of this bet, it has to be found. I'm giving 2 years. This is the bet. Anybody wants to take it. $10,000 that this thing does not find the Loch Ness Monster, and I'm willing to give it 2 years.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, Micro Millie.
Put it in
I think
escrow.
I'll find the Loch Ness Monster. That's my own job.
You had one job, but it was an impossible job. Let me tell you why, and people can, get in touch with us. What are our socials? Whatever. Say, hey, I got $10,000. I'll put up against this.
I can give out your social security number if you want, so they can get in touch with
They
you.
say put your money where your mouth is. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm sick and tired of you convincing me that you believe there's a Loch Ness Monster or aliens or Bigfoot. The reason that I will win this $10,000 bet, and if I win it, it's coming to me, not my favorite charity. The reason that I'm convinced that I will win this bet for $10,000 with anybody willing to take me up on it is it's very simple. It's because they will not find the Loch Ness Monster because the Loch Ness Monster does not exist
Whoa.
because the Loch Ness Monster has never existed. That's why.
Wow.
It didn't die. By the way, are these things supposed to live 8 gazillion years?
Everybody knows the plesiosaur is eternal.
Oh, okay. Everyone knows that.
Think about the Greenland shark. That's 400 years old.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
that's a type of shark that lives that long.
Maybe the Loch Ness Monster has
It
similar
would
genetics.
be millions of years old
It
were
could
it
be.
to be
It'll be
real.
Millions.
Yeah, it's like a dinosaur age thing, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
but it's like a
from.
mix.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
a
half a
mutt.
mouse. It's a mouse and a dinosaur.
It's a mutt monster.
Yeah,
It's a
that's why
bass.
it's so healthy and it lasts for so long. It can drain the lake. It still exists.
Now, if no one takes me up on this $10,000 bet, I would also like to suggest some legislation. And I'm not really one into, the government legislating the media. I believe in freedom. But this is an emergency situation. And this is the way that it is. If I got to go on and keep hearing this stuff, I want legislation that says for every story about aliens from another planet, Bigfoot, or Loch Ness Monster, there have to be 4 stories about the fact that the country is $40 trillion in debt. And here, hey, listen up, monster hunters. That $40,000 in debt, oh, it's easy to find. You can find it. It's right there. Interesting that we have an awful lot of these people who are actively ignoring $40 trillion in debt, not hard to find, but seeking this Loch Ness Monster that doesn't exist. But what's the government going to tell us about these UFOs? What do you care? They don't exist, and they've never visited the planet. How about that? Boy, your life gets a lot easier. You just, what did I just drop 100 pounds? Oh, wait, they've never existed, and they've never been here. So I think of how much I can think of now because I've opened up that bandwidth in my brain.
Point of order.
Point of order. Yes, sir.
If we were...
Are we under Robert's rules?
We are under Robert's rules.
We don't
of
have
order.
enough for quorum.
Oh, dang it.
We're going to bring it down to Bob's rules.
Okay.
It'd be it's a little looser.
He's a little more informal.
He's chill.
He's
chill.
Hey, you got 2 people there, you got 4.
Bob's a pro. He knows.
It's more than one, right, Bob?
Well, if you tie, you have a measuring contest.
I don't want to get into it, but we're measuring.
Let's say that this monster hunter does catch the Loch Ness Monster, an alien, or Bigfoot. What if they commit to whatever zoo they decide to put this animal in, that all of the proceeds at the zoo go to pay off the national debt? Would you be okay in that scenario?
No, first of all, it's not going to do any good. What are they going to charge?
$1 million.
To see the Loch Ness
$1
Monster?
million to see the disgusting monster behind the curtain.
I'm looking for Bigfoot because if you find their nest, they got $40 trillion worth of gold in it.
Is that what's
No
up?
point.
Is that
More
what's
gold than the Vatican.
They they got a lot there.
Listen,
And
you can't.
heads.
As you say, if somebody caught the Loch Ness Monster, I'm wrong, and there's a Loch Ness Monster, and they caught it, you were mentioning, like, what if it's some redneck who just chops his head off and puts it up on his wall?
I done got that damn thing.
That's a nice
No
rack.
test needed. Look at it up there.
Hey, dadgum gave a good fight, too.
Yeah.
Look at them flippers.
I gave the flippers to RFK Jr. And he gave me some methylene blue.
Oh, is that the stuff? Is that the stuff that Jim Baker got in trouble for hawking during
No,
the COVID?
methylene. No, that was probably ivermectin or something.
No,
Oh, that's the silver.
Yeah, that's
colloidal-
colloidal.
yeah.
Makes you turn blue, I guess.
If you drink too much, you look like Papa Smurf.
Mm-hmm.
But no, methylene blue is an industrial dye, but I use it to keep cancer away.
Wait,
Isn't that what RFK uses?
Yeah, he puts it in his water.
Yeah.
This is great.
How does he know that? How does he know? Like, it's one thing to
I read it.
identify.
I saw it on TikTok.
There's. I mean,
The raccoon penises told him.
Tennessee toothpick, Autumn.
yes, thank you. This
Pardon
is a
me.
classy show.
Yeah.
The thing about RFK Jr. is like, we talked about this yesterday. It's one thing to be able to diagnose a problem, but then it doesn't mean you have the prescription to heal it, or you have what it takes to the ideas to solve it. So, I think it resonates with me when he says, hey, when I was growing up, we didn't have all these kids on the spectrum in my What happened? Is something? It makes you think.
It's a good question.
Is there something in our diet? Is there something? Whatever. But
Have
then,
we changed the like spectrum and what it means to be on that?
maybe
spectrum?
there's a million reasons. Like there's a million things.
Yeah.
But I think it's if you say, well, we seem to have a lot more kids who aren't able to engage socially than we used to. That's a decent question to explore. But how you just decide, that it's tuna fish or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
without, or what was the Tylenol, and I guess there is some, stuff on the Tylenol thing, but probably over exaggerated when he brought it down. It's one thing to recognize a problem. But that doesn't mean just because you can recognize a problem that you're smart enough to solve it. It's easier to recognize a problem than it is to solve it. And that's where I am with RFK Jr. I think he asked good questions that a lot of people weren't asking. But then you just got to come back and it's just, what is this he uses to get rid of cancer? Like
Methylene blue.
Okay. Is cancer in his family? Oh, no, I know what you're thinking. But no, it wasn't cancer. You just stop right there. We need an audience. So
I stopped.
You can't.
Come on, it's been 60 years.
It's too soon.
This is weird.
It's actually 63 years.
Too soon. But I don't know about the Kennedys. Some families have cancer, and now look, you can get cancer even if it's not in your family. But if it's in your family, it's something that you would look for proactive. Who's the actress? She got a double mastectomy because when she was in her 30s.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, because like her mother and a grandmother and a great-grandmother.
I think that they had she had the test done.
Yeah. So
and there was some super high percentage, so it's like, go ahead and take care of it.
But if she hadn't lost her mother and a grandmother in that way, she may not have thought to test.
Right.
So like it's a little bit it's a little bit like that. If cancer's in your family, then you start thinking, well, so I don't know if in his family, we know so much about the Kennedys, but I don't know if cancer is rampant in that family. I can understand.
One of my uncles can breathe underwater.
That was quite a feat. It was quite a feat that he had there. So what is his evidence that this?
I'm not sure that it's actually for cancer. I think he was being a little facetious. I think it's more like a supplement. It boosts your mood.
Oh, okay.
Gets your
Who
oxygen.
knows? One day it might cure cancer.
It fights with radicals.
Is that what it does?
I don't know. I read it, like I said.
I have a theory.
Saw it on TikTok.
I have a theory about cancer. Now, when it's not in your family, because when it's in your family, it's like in that DNA, and you just got to be careful with everything that you do. But I really think that people just eat too much.
Well, I'm hungry.
And I'm not saying because of obesity. What I'm saying is that if we only, I think that there would be less cancer. All right, this is my speculation. If everybody only ate what was nutritionally necessary to be alive. Because radicals happen, like the more your body does, the more likely free radicals will emerge. So if your body does less, this is my speculation. I'm not pretending I'm Joe Rogan. I'm not telling the kids, that this is what's going on. It's just always been my kind of thing. I think that outside
I have a counterpoint, if I could.
What? Excuse me?
I have a counterpoint, sir.
Okay. Well, if as much as I'm not a doctor or scientist,
I'm closer to a doctor than you.
How are you closer to a doctor? My brother-in-law and my father-in-law were. My father-in-law was a brilliant.
Not even blood.
Doctor.
Her ex-husband knows about space.
And
not even blood. That's not blood.
I have I basically have a medical degree. Basically.
You basically, or isn't the right word technically?
No, it's basically
She's
in
board eligible.
this scenario.
You are board eligible because I looked it up.
I'm board eligible.
We're all board eligible. All right. Well, I will debate this with you, but I'm not pretending that I know that I'm right. I'm just saying this has always been this Don't you have these thoughts in life?
Yeah, just little theories.
Sure, but like I said,
So
my
I got a
counterpoint-
microphone. I can make a fool of myself with my thoughts. Other people have to just kind of walk around.
You're not
with them their whole
declaring
lives.
it. You're just saying
No,
you
and
think.
this is the point, right? Is that you bring up your thought, and then we also like talk about it.
All right, I guess I didn't see those rules.
If you don't like me to not, and just go with you.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying. I'm not declaring that. I'm just.
I think
telling
the
you.
Loch Ness monster gives us cancer.
Oh, listen.
Wow.
Hold on.
Ace
Wait a
of
minute.
spades there.
You might
Dang.
have something there. That doesn't sound. All right, from your
My
basic scientific education, what is your
I have
counterpoint?
a Bachelor of Arts. Thank you very much.
Is that in sciences or just arts?
I'm not sure.
I think, well, if you
It's
don't
a-
know.
Well, it's two. There's
Has there
might
ever
be
been a
science.
scientist? I was like, I don't know. Am I a scientist?
there's two.
You
It's
know what? I just am out here living.
Hey, that's
Close.
right.
When you get your undergrad, you can get a BA or a BS. So
Yeah.
it's a
I
Bachelor of
know.
Science
Who
or
are
a
you
Bachelor of
talking
Arts.
to?
Well, I'm saying
Well, I
like, it's
know.
not both. You
It's
can
not
get one or the
both.
other.
Hang on, let me write this down.
We're getting sick and tired of you walking around acting like you're some kind of scientist.
Yeah, you got your chest all puffed out there on it. What the heck?
She can't help that.
Got a Bachelor of Arts. She hates reading. I am confused. Anyway,
Yeah.
I open the floor for you to rebut the thing that I don't even really know that I believe. But go ahead. Yes.
I think, though, you may be coming from an American point of view.
Well,
which
I'm
is
an
the only
American.
point of view
Thank you.
You can come from.
Thank you.
Because
America 250.
because other cultures are so have such a ritual around food. There's tons of eating in Italy. There's tons of eating in France and in like the Muslim countries and stuff. There's tons of eating involved, and I think the difference might be like the factory processing that we have in the United States, because we are a giant country.
Sure.
And so the way that
So you're saying the
people-
country itself is obese?
Well, that's true, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, the way to that we have worked around the fact that we have so many people to feed.
Yes.
And then it becomes such a money-making thing that you start.
You're talking about the soup. What do they call it? Not just processed.
Ultra
but
processed.
Ultra.
Sure,
Ultra.
just the fact that we have.
But they have that in Europe. I mean, people are eating that crap in Europe.
I'm not talking about just Europe.
Right.
I'm talking about all the other cultures where, in places where people live the longest, they aren't getting things that are ultra processed, and that's just true. People
No,
in
that's
Greece
true.
and
Ultra
people in
processed.
Japan.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that you might be. I think that you might be right about that. What I wonder is, even though some of these other cultures, they have all this rituals around eating. If you have rituals around eating, how much you eat is probably part of the ritual, whereas we don't have ritual. Going back to America again, we don't have rituals. We, it's just like, it's time to eat, eating fun.
Get them hot dogs and hamburgers.
But that's part of what they say, and this is the part where I don't know. It's just what they say.
They say,
that
say.
because some of these ultra processed things, there are supposedly ingredients and things that are in those things that we're snacking on and eating that make you want more.
Yes, no, that's true. No, that's
right.
absolutely
Okay.
true.
So then there's that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like we've actually removed what food should be.
Hey,
right?
RKJR, it sounds like you got a friend here. It's just making your arguments.
Well, I mean, it took her a while to get there, but yeah.
Have you ever?
Food
You two
should be communal and medicinal.
it should also be delicious every once in a
Well,
while.
we do
Oh,
have.
yeah, no.
We have
that's fine.
rituals. When I find a squirrel, I slit its throat and let the blood drip down my hand. And I dance around a stack of candles.
All right, I know you are, KJR. You are trying to seduce her now.
How old is she? How old is on?
I'm 43.
How old are you?
Well, we could be friends.
I'm about to be 44. in June.
We could be friends.
Is that
Yeah.
your first move there, RFK?
Yeah, your wife is older than that. isn't
Well,
she?
she's hot.
Bobby, stop! Pit those snakes down.
Well, it's a cobra. Watch out, it'll spit at you.
Well, I'm used to that.
Ooh.
She sure is.
Now, yeah. So,
No hood,
there
though.
was a debate where, and this is a debate that I can appreciate, where almost certainly both people were wrong. But I enjoyed.
That's the best way.
That's the best way. That's how we find things out, right?
Yeah.
I just
Dumb
go-
people debates. That should be
That's-
a segment.
Dumb people debates.
Neither of us know anything, but we just defend one side.
Why do they call it up? Well, I think I know why. because it ain't down.
If we have more debates like that, guys, I think America's next 250 years are going to be wonderful.
Oh, I think things appear to be just getting better and better.
Are you an expert at war? No,
give it
but I
30
just
at
think
best.
this is what we should do. You know? Like,
I give it 30 at best.
What was that? What was that noise you made though? That was like.
No, I was a.
Oh,
It sounded like a can opening.
That was Autumn. That wasn't she. That was just. She leaks from time to time.
Censor myself today.
Really? You know, sometimes I wish you didn't have to censor yourself.
Well, I did because it's it's
Maybe the
radio.
show would be better if you weren't censoring. You know, but
If
then
I
the
did
show
more
would.
excessive misogynistic humor.
Yeah, I think it would be funnier, but then we probably wouldn't be on the air tomorrow.
No.
So,
Just screw the FCC. It's okay.
yeah.
Well, hell,
Or
they'll screw you.
that's right.
You better be nice.
Better be nice.
Be nice to me.
Oh, this guy, Bill Pulte, is now the acting.
Oh, he knows so much about it. He's great.
This guy
his whole
is-
life has been spent in whatever he's.
No, this guy is dangerous.
He's my buddy.
He's sick of
You
that.
mean the guy that's replacing Tulsi Gabbard?
He's just the interim, I guess. But no, he's the head of the housing. What do you call it? HUD.
HUD.
Yeah.
And he's used his time there to find all the people that are enemies of Trump and go through all of their housing paperwork to see if they've made any mistakes or lies or whatever. This is what he's done there. What do you think he's going to do at DNI? The same. Are we going to get that now? Hey, there's this guy. He's on the air in Atlanta, and he's not on board. Well, now I've already looked. He only bought one house. Everything came out all right. Now that I'm in DNI, maybe I can. This is a dangerous human being. The only reason he's getting this job is because he is the biggest sycophant there. Isn't he the one that Besant punched in the face because Besant said he was talking about him behind his back?
Man,
with
that guy
Trump?
fights everybody. But
I think so.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. Over the past 30 years, we've seen countless lives change for the better and health issues greatly improved, if not completely resolved, by customers changing their diets, starting with real bread. At the Bread Beckers store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber and nutrients from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. For various customers, we've seen cholesterol levels drop 85 to 100 points in just 1 month, blood sugar stabilized, anemia corrected, and hundreds of stories of warts going away. In one case, as many as 500 warts gone in just 2.5 weeks. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. Let us help you take the first steps to better health. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Proud supporters of iPaw Rescue, a nonprofit founded by legendary business activist Carl Icahn, where 100% of donations go to saving dogs' lives. That's AAMCO.
A healthy home is a Breda home. They keep yours bug and critter free inside and out. Breda's also proud to sponsor Scott's Leach, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 3:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Vincent Financial. WSB's top local story, MARTA is postponing Thursday's planned launch of its new trains. A spokesperson says all testing and safety certifications will not be completed in time. The transit authority's been hoping to launch the new trains in time for the World Cup. No new launch date has been announced. Update on the conflict in the Middle East. Karen Travers has the latest on a possible peace deal between the U.S. and Iran.
Russia. The president at first had kind of brushed this off, said that this really wasn't a big deal, that he couldn't care less. The talks had started to get boring to him. But then clearly there was a sense of urgency from the president, and he got on the phone with the Israeli prime minister.
A Decatur man is facing federal charges today following a fatal attack on Atlanta's MARTA rail system. John Elijah Matthews is facing a federal charge of committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system. He's accused of murdering 66-year-old Margaret Swan, stabbing her to death in an unprovoked attack aboard a MARTA train last weekend. The FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of an escaped prisoner. 34-year-old Arthur Cofield somehow escaped a federal prison in South Georgia, where he was serving an 11-year sentence for ID theft and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. It is now 3:31. Live team coverage of traffic and weather is now beginning. Alex Williams is watching your drive in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Heavy downpour on the south side perimeter. I'm watching on the jam cam right now. Veronica, low visibility. This is on I-285, right around 675 and Boulder Crest Road. Seeing those eastbound delays between 675 and Boulder Crest, where I also think there's a crash where it has been raining. So please use extra caution out on the roadways. 285 westbound. They have not broken down the right lane construction near I-85 and Old National Highway. It is bumper to bumper back to I-75. And a crash up in Swanee, 85 northbound, Highway 317, exit 111. Multiple lanes blocked there. You're slowing back at Old Peachtree. You can use Satellite Boulevard as an alternate as you leave Duluth if you want to avoid those 85 northbound delays. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, warm and muggy today with a high of 82. Pop-up showers and thunderstorms for the ride home this evening. Then drying out for tonight with lower humidity, lows in the mid-50s. Sunshine for Wednesday and Thursday, breezy with highs limited to the upper 70s.
Right now, we are looking at 80 degrees in Dunwoody. We're seeing 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies in Villa Rica, and it's 81 in Midtown Atlanta at 3:33. More news is coming up at 4 o'clock, and breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Kick off the summer stress-free and sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all of the hassle. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. In a shifting market, selling your home shouldn't add more stress. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That is markspain.com and start packing.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
When it comes to defending down bikers' rights, trust is everything and results matter. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler for Steel Horse Law, local motorcycle injury attorneys who ride. They specialize in protecting bikers who've been hurt. The mega firms will send an investigator or a paralegal, not a lawyer. With Steel Horse Law, you'll meet directly with your own attorney to get you back on your feet, medical bills paid, back to work, and your case resolved. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
How many times has saving a few bucks actually cost you a fortune? Your garage door starts squeaking and you think, maybe I'll just lube that up myself. I'm pretty handy. You get out your trusty spray can and you give it a good squirt. Next time you open the door, your little puddle of chemical goodness goes up over the car and drips onto your paint. That eats through the clear coat, and now you're spending $1,000 to get the whole top of the car repainted. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians service your door with dedicated garage door track and wheel lubricant. Greases the wheels, doesn't drip on your paint job. Don't underestimate having your garage door looked at by a professional. Service a couple of thousand garage doors and you'll learn a thing or two about doing it right. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage. We'll tell the missus you helped out, so you still get credit for being handy.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Quick correction, Bill Pulte is not the head of HUD. He is the head of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, but that's where he used his time there to just look up all the paperwork of any political enemy of the president. And if they made one mistake 30 years ago when they were doing the paperwork for their house, all this stuff got thrown out of court.
Remember, he went after that woman that was involved with the Atlanta Federal Reserve.
That's right. Yeah,
he went after her.
Yeah. Now, some of the people he went after, I'm not particularly fans of, but I am fans of the Constitution. And you're not supposed to have people in government who are just taking a fine-tooth comb through stuff, looking to find crimes. Crimes need to be reported to the government.
I didn't start the lawfare.
Well, you're not. You've turned it in. You've perfected it. Let's put it that way.
I never said I'd rise above it.
So now this guy is the acting director of the National Intelligence, right? So expect more of the same from this guy. He is not a patriot of the country. He is loyal to one man. But there's a core group of people listening to me right now who feel exactly the same way as he does. So that's fine. So we'll see if what Pulte gets up to once he gets the big intelligence. Hey, buddy, don't think about people who are suffering in America. You might be able to get a hold of some information that makes your boss very happy because you can piss off one of his enemies. Remember this, Bill Pulte, that's your first priority. Once you take care of all that, and maybe something here and there about the country, who cares?
Is he submitting these guys
to
the
Bill Pulte,
Senate?
the country is Trump. What?
Is he submitting the
Well, yeah, well, he's
AG?
interim. He's interim.
Okay, but is he going to submit them to the Senate? Where are they going to vote
Well,
on this?
he's got to decide if Bill Pulte's the person he wants to do it. I don't think he's announced it. He's been
Like
announced as interim, right?
Yeah, interim. But the Attorney General, it's been 2 months.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, but there's only so long that you can do this.
Yeah.
I mean, the Constitution does say that at some point you can work your way around these things. I don't know if he's considering Bill Pulte to actually take the job, and maybe he's done all the lawfare he can do at FHFA.
I'll find a new guy.
We get somebody to go over there. We've gotten everything together there. Maybe move him. But if he's going to be the director and take Tulsi Gabbard's place, he will have to be confirmed by the Senate. They can play around with that a little bit, but there's end dates.
Well, they have in the Senate procedurals where they'll have one person go in. That way he can't do, what do they call it, a recess appointment?
Well, right. The recess appointment, that's when Congress is out.
Yeah, and he just...
but that, too, has an end date. It can only last so long. Is that what they've been doing? Just leave somebody in Congress? Do you have to have a quorum? Let's ask Robert again. Or Bob. Bob's rules.
Hell, I don't know, but as the president, he ought to be able to do whatever the hell he wants.
Bob was
That's
so much
what I'm
chiller.
thinking, right?
He was so much cooler than Robert. He really was.
Robert was a snooty little... I can't
He's like a
say.
rule follower,
All right,
a narc.
Whose checking account would you rather have, Robert's or Bob's?
Who has more fun?
I got more integrity.
Robert's rules. Look at Robert's rules
of order.
Of order. That's right. I was going to say debate.
That's how our student government ran at West Georgia, through Robert's Rules of Order.
Well, it's a good thing because it's basically parliamentary procedure, but
Yes.
it allows you to debate very intense things without losing decorum, which is in this country. We go, what? Why would you want that? Part of the fun is, calling somebody an a-hole or something.
Or a libtard.
That's what you can't do. You can't do that in Congress. You can't do that in Parliament. You can't call that's why you always hear like the right honorable gentleman, and they're talking about the person that they can't stand. But it's a good thing because it keeps the overall temperature. Oh, you see these other Congresses around the world where like they're throwing chairs at each other. It looks like a episode of Geraldo from the 90s.
Well, even in Parliament, they really get into it, even though they're being
funny.
Oh,
they're being funny. They do it through humor.
Yeah.
And they can be very direct as well. But I think what you're thinking of is Prime Minister's question time thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but that's not
Where
the
they're all yelling and booing each other and
That's
stuff?
I think that's like 30 minutes a week or something.
Don't they do that in Canada too?
I think they probably do. I don't know for a fact if they do, but that's not
Stupid
not the normal running of
Not normal.
of their parliament. It's a special feature.
They all
I don't
get
think that they don't all do that.
Just
all
going
the
for a
time.
point and yelling at each other.
Order.
Point and yell. Point and yell.
It's the director's cut.
I guess we all have to fill up our vehicles by midnight.
Yep.
And I have to fill up mine. And I was running late, and I thought, well, I'll get it on the way home. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, is there going to be a line? I think most people aren't really aware, so there wouldn't be. If everyone understood the price is going to go up 30-some-odd cents a gallon at midnight, everyone would want to just top off even today, get the best deal. So hopefully when I'm driving home, I'm not going to get to, because if there's a long line, I'll be like, I'll just drive home. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I guess
You're
I'm
gonna want to
paying-
do it.
I guess I'm paying the extra 32 cents.
Well,
or
what's
whatever it is.
weird though is I have noticed more lines at gas stations, and I'm not sure what the decorum is, like what you're supposed to do.
Ask
What-
Robert.
Ask Robert.
I
We're talking about decorum, right? Hey, well, Bob's here. Bob,
What?
what are you supposed to do? You wait in line.
No,
There's a line.
people are ruthless. They'll cut in front of you if you're
When you
like
say,
waiting.
hey, beep, beep.
That's when you go, hey,
Hey, what's
That's
going
it.
Hey, what? Hey.
I don't think-
hey, it's got to move up. Hey,
I don't think they're going to have a problem. You ain't going to have no problem.
I've noticed that at a couple of quick trips recently.
Yeah, you live in
Quick?
town.
Quick Trips have like 150
I
pumps.
know. That's my whole thing. Is you'll be queuing up, waiting for one of two pumps, and then somebody will slingshot right in there in front of you. and
Was
you're
it the only place near you where you have gas?
It's cheap gas. The only cheap
Well,
gas.
he's
near
in
me.
the city.
Yeah.
It's harder.
No such thing as cheap gas in the city.
Well, this Quick Trip is kind of the hack. It is significantly cheaper than a lot of the other places in the city.
But they've done research, and it says that the amount of fuel that you burn off while waiting in line actually equal. You see, it's a wash in the end.
Well, you can turn off your car.
Oh, that's oh boy. Hey, thanks, hey Greta Thunberg. Why don't you get back
Don't
on your
leave your
ferry
cars
boat?
running.
And then you start it up again, and you burn a lot of gas to start it up. So it's just
Yes,
a
but
wash.
at least you're not spewing disgusting air into the
Yeah.
earth for the children.
I don't care for her.
Yeah, you don't like, but she cares about the children. Apparently, you don't.
I care about children. She's a dope.
I think these gas stations need to come up with designated lines like what Chick-fil-A does to make sure that people, if there
You mean
is a
lines
line.
that they have in line, like lines?
Yeah, they're called
that
lines.
They have at the
Well, but I'm
line?
saying like,
Why don't we just go?
No, there aren't lines.
Let's
when you go
adopt
there.
the English and just start calling them queues, and maybe it'll work itself out.
I would hope so because right now
Queue up.
the gas station decorum
It's
is
in
disgusting.
the name, QT.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How are they supposed to do that? They're not going to pay somebody to stand outside.
Well, they need somebody because it's getting bad.
Listen,
I can't do the accent I want to do to be the person that's directing the traffic.
well, listen, that's the world
You
you
haven't
live
been
in.
to
A lot of
quick trip.
You know.
How you
By the
doing?
way, I forgot to acknowledge
fun to
whoever it was who had rightful ownership of the land we're doing our show on today.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Neil Bortz?
Oh, was it you? Neil Bortz. Bortz land.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We're not on at 9 o'clock in the morning anymore.
I still own the whole building.
Well, this is Clark Howard territory. Clark Howard had this lot years and years ago.
Years ago.
I was here too.
Linda, we acknowledge all the traditional rightful owners of the land that
I
we are
own the
now
crawl
doing this
space.
show. We acknowledge Dave
I
Baker.
own the varicose veins.
I want to acknowledge the crawl spaces. that
Don't
we-
go down there, though. It's a little wet.
You've been
Why
laying a lot
not?
of,
I shouldn't go down
a lot
there.
of lime. A lot of lime you've been laying down
A
there.
lot of lime. I got a great big shipment of lime from Home Depot. 2 bags for one.
You know, it's like 3 people you've gone into business with in the last 15 years, and nobody knows where they are.
Check the lime.
A lot of lime in the crawl space. Put the lime in the crawl. Oh, he was making a joke about the sock.
The sock rule because Eric and Dave had the.
I have to explain this
Sa-
because we don't talk about it enough.
Right,
in
you had
order
the
to just
same
have a
office.
reference. The office that I have now used to be Dave Baker's office. And it wasn't like he had to leave for me to go in. It was somebody else's office in between. But a long time ago, it was Dave Baker's office. And he refuses to give up the key. And so, and along with that, you know, he said, you know, if there's a sock hanging off the doorknob, just keep on walking.
A very good rhyme for that.
Yeah.
If there's a sock on the door, there's a
There's me and a here.
I'm glad that he still has a key. He keeps you in check there, Eric. That's good.
Well, it keeps me in check. When am I ever in there?
When
I
is
have
he
this
ever in
office. I have this office on Saturdays after the show to just go,
Just go in here and I smoke a bowl. Maybe he just goes in there and wears all your clothes that you bought.
Oh, yeah.
I
got a bunch of clothes in there. I got a couch. I spend
He
maybe...
puts on your clothes and rolls around.
Oh, Eric, I miss you. Oh, look at me. One thing I didn't realize is I don't think... I know. I just don't know how many years it's been. But I have not put a new, pillowcase, over the pillow. Like that.
Oh.
A lot of people have slept there, not just me. I mean, I haven't slept there in years. I used to sleep there all the time when I used to come in at like 6:30 in the morning to beat the traffic. But, yeah, so if you lay your head down there, you might want to remove the pillowcase.
Do you pass by it when you leave?
I walk in there when I come in, and I put some things down, and I pick some things up, and I come into here. And then on the way out, I walk in there, and I put some things down, and I pick some things up, and I leave.
Well, write on your hand in a marker, pillowcase.
Pillowcase! Like that guy at the BAFTAs. Oh. Pillowcase!
You can count on it.
You can try and plan for it.
But sometimes it gets the best of you.
Multiple left lanes blocked, quickly impacting you as you leave the airport.
When it stops you from getting where you need to be.
Atlanta's most trusted traffic team gets you there.
Now we've got our second crash of the morning on I-85.
The most up-to-date traffic reports from Atlanta's most trusted traffic team.
Only a right lane open.
Every time you listen. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
This weather won't last forever. Soon summer will be here and you'll go from always shivering to always sweating. And if your AC barely made it through last summer, Castile Cooling's here to fix any HVAC issue now. And for a limited time, get a precision tune-up for just $79. But if you're in need of a new system, save big with up to $2,000 in free comfort upgrades plus 0% interest financing. So start now and avoid getting stuck with season passes to Sweatland. Book CastileAir.com today.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks in the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. It took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now. 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-611-2046. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-611-2046. That's 800-611-2046.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I'm not even going to talk about it. Hey, it's the latest celebrity of my life that is now doing that old man sloshing thing.
What's wrong with it?
It'd be Nicolas Cage on that Spider Noir. I only saw the trailer, but I was like, oh, he's starting to do the sloshing.
I'm starting to have a little bit of the dentures lisp. But I am Spider Noir. That's Spider-Man.
Yeah, what is it? What's the
Ben
concept?
Riley is my name.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's really good. Greg was telling me he liked it. You can alternate.
I know they had that like hyper color version and a black and white.
And a
version.
black and white, but he is an alternate version of Spider-Man.
How is that?
He quit it for 5 years because I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay,
but
well, it's the premise.
Yeah,
that he's coming back.
Right, but Greg made a great point. Greg Russ, you know how you have these shows where the guy quit doing what he did, and the whole first season is just him figuring out how to get back into being that character or whatever.
Right.
But no, it just gives you the reason why. And
then he's right back in. He's an
he's
old
a
man
private
kicking
investigator.
people's
Well, yeah,
butt.
he has to use his powers. So he has, the webs in his wrist.
Now, did this come out of the comic books in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s?
No,
or was this totally made up by...
Because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man still. So
Right.
they can do things in that universe with those characters.
So...
I don't think they can call him Spider-Man.
So this person has never met Peter Parker.
No, this is Ben Riley. It's a complete alternate universe.
And did he get
Now, there may be a
bit by
comic
the
book, but I
same
don't know.
stuff?
They don't go into how he got the powers yet.
Okay.
I mean, at least not in the first episode.
Okay.
But they've dumped. It's Amazon. They usually do episodic releases, but in this case, they dumped the whole thing.
I know.
Just like they do on Netflix.
You've gotten streaming stress. I can feel it. Like you started like 3 shows. They've all dumped everything at once, and you can't finish them all, and you're stressed out about it.
Well, on the show that can't be named, they don't have little kids at home, so they can watch every episode and binge.
Right.
When you have kids, you can't binge it.
What are you talking, Euphoria? Something like that? What'd you say?
No,
show
the
that cannot be named.
podcast that I do that can't be.
Why can't it be named? What is it called again? Popcast?
Fart Stuff.
Is that the one that can't be named?
Yeah. No, you can talk about the podcast.
Okay.
My pop culture one.
Oh, Radio Labyrinth.
Yeah,
that's the one I can't talk
yes,
about. Okay.
I can't. You can.
Well, I'm never
What
going
is
to
that?
talk about Radio Labyrinth.
But I want to
again.
talk about these shows.
But hold on, is that a podcast that you do?
I'm on it.
I would talk about it if I could, but I was told that this Radio Labyrinth, don't bring it up. What is it? What is it available where all other podcasts are available?
I think
That's
it
what
might
imagine.
be. I don't know. It's
I'm
in the
never going to bring
ether.
it up again.
Okay.
I'm never.
Bring up what?
Exactly.
What is a podcast?
See how far removed we are? we have no idea what's going on. So it's called Radio Labyrinth, and we're not allowed to talk about it.
But
Okay,
that's
now,
why I have the stress, because I want to talk about the shows. Everybody else has watched it all. And I'm on episode 1 of Spider Noir. I'm more than halfway through The Burrows, which has been out for 2 weeks.
That's old people Stranger
Senior
Things.
Citizen Stranger
Yeah,
Things.
it's fun. The Duffer Brothers are involved with
And
that
Gina
one.
Davis is in it. And she speaks like this the whole time. She
Oh,
does
her
it.
face is just completely.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
she is expressionless. I finished that one. I
I'll
actually
only
enjoyed
be
it.
in it if I can hook up with a young security guard.
Is that what happens? Spoiler alert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Gina
stealing my
Davis?
quartz.
Oh, Shelley's watching. He's giving the thumbs up. Is Gina Davis the actress who participated in the Summer Olympics once?
Yeah, she's actually
Archer.
Yeah.
She's the coolest.
But,
She is
well,
cool.
now her
Her
face
girls are
is
easy.
actually pulled
Except for that pirate
stretch more than pulling back the bow.
Well, there are a couple moments where she's in the burrows. There are a couple of moments.
You know what I mean. I didn't put it very well, but I think that people
I understand what you're saying.
Well, there are a couple moments there, Gina, in the burrows where you're supposed to be sad and showing emotion, but I can't. You seem to be smiling.
I still seem to be smiling. That's right.
Well, yeah, we've talked about this before. It's killing acting. I mean, it's not killing it as an industry, but you just can't show emotion with your face. Everybody's got to be good looking. I was watching some stuff. When you watch movies from the 80s and the 70s, and there's just genuinely just some ugly people, but a lot of just average looking people. I mean,
jacked up teeth.
Yeah, like just normal. Like you could watch movies in the 70s and be like, yeah, I can relate to this. Like I know people. Like you watch movies now, you don't know anyone who looks like that.
No. They're all beautiful.
Yes.
Even the ugly people are
beautiful in their way.
Perfect white teeth. Crisp.
I know. You see this. It's supposed to be the Civil War, and all the actors have perfectly white teeth. Like,
what happened to Ernest Borgnine? That big gap and the crookedness and the...
Yeah, Ernest Borgnine was like, I work with a guy like that down at the factory. I don't know what factory, but you know what I'm saying.
The tooth factory.
The factory.
The factory where they make teeth.
Where they make factories.
You have to build them somewhere. Somebody's got to build the factories. That's the factory I work in, the factory.
They must have hated it when they went from black and white to color. Now I have to, brush my teeth, get the yellow scraped off.
Are you talking about the actors?
Yeah, because when it's black and white, you can't tell.
Yeah, you didn't care.
I'm sure it was a bigger adjustment than going from, standard to HD.
Oh, yeah.
HD now. What is HD now? Are we way past that now?
Yeah,
4K is way past HD,
way
right?
Past. It's
and
just
I don't know
more
what
enhanced
Ultra HD is. All I know is that
it's even more HD.
It seems to make everything kind of green. Is that the idea? We wanted everything to be more green?
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Spring cleaning, spring green up, and how about a spruce up to your home's paint? Ashley Frasca for Serta Pro Painters. I've trusted their team painting inside my home, and they also bring fresh color to your home's exterior. Their free estimates are detailed, easy to understand, and you get a quote right away. Be proud of your home. Trust the team I trust for the best painting in Atlanta. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C.
Each Serta Pro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
I love Artisan Custom Closets. This is Dale from TrustDale.com, and that text was from my wife, Angie. Artisan had just been at our home designing ideas to transform our master bedroom closet. Look, her message didn't surprise me because I did my homework and discovered Artisan Custom Closets are the experts to make the most of your closets, pantries, garages, and more. We hired Artisan, and you should too. Visit TrustDale Certified ArtisanCustomClosets.com to get your free consultation and my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
It is 4 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. WSB's top local story is all new this hour. The Decatur man accused of stabbing a woman to death on a MARTA train over the weekend is now facing federal charges. U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg tells WSB John Elijah Matthews is being charged with committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system.
We're leaning into this, and not at the request of local law enforcement, but on our own initiative, bringing federal charges against Matthew for this crime because we absolutely believe that Atlanta deserves to have a safe transportation system.
He says Matthews is currently in state custody, but he expects him to appear in federal court soon as well. Matthews could face the death penalty if convicted. It's 80 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards is looking for partly cloudy skies to continue. Look for some pop-up showers and storms late this afternoon. And through the evening, it's going to dry out with lows in the mid-50s tonight and highs in the upper 80s today. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. A pandemic-induced reprieve for death row inmates is coming to an end in Georgia. The state Supreme Court rules an agreement halting executions until the COVID-19 vaccine was available to all has lived out its course. Georgia Solicitor General John Henry Thompson told justices in March,
with the pandemic emergency in the state's rearview mirror, the justice system is operating normally. Executions have and will continue to take place under safe and fair conditions.
The unanimous opinion reverses a Fulton County judge's ruling from last year. Opponents said because there was no vaccine for infants, the delay should stand. 'Tis the time to fill up your tank. Come midnight, Georgia's gas tax suspension will be a thing of the past. Governor Kemp put it into effect in March and is letting it expire. AAA expects prices will begin to rise within a few days, with the full market impact being felt over a couple of weeks. It's saved Georgians about an average of 33 cents when they've been filling up. They called it the future of MARTA, but we've got to wait a bit longer for that future to arrive as the transit agency delays the debut of new rail cars.
The Transit Authority says safety testing on the new rail cars continues to move forward, but it won't be finished by Thursday's planned launch. During the 2025 unveiling, MARTA Chief Operating Officer George Wright said the new cars represented the future.
The real potential of this train is to become a destination and an experience in and of itself.
They hoped to have the trains in service in time for the World Cup. No new launch date has been announced. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
In Washington, D.C. today, members of the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association are pushing for legislation to help those suffering from the disease.
Currently, over 188,000 people 65 and older are living with Alzheimer's disease here in Georgia. And what's more,
billions of economic impact for caregivers as well as those living through the disease.
Gannon Murphy, vice chair of the board of the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, says advocates from Georgia's 16 districts are in Washington pushing for bipartisan support for the Alzheimer's Screening and Prevention Act. It would give Medicare the authority to cover biomarker blood tests to detect Alzheimer's disease before symptoms start. That would allow individuals the opportunity to access treatment sooner and plan for the future. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It was back in 2024 Meta rolled out teen accounts on Instagram. Now the company is expanding them to WhatsApp and Facebook. Correspondent Mike Dubosky says it'll give parents more control over what their children see.
It's also now going to start limiting how long teens spend looking at content related to certain topics like nutrition and weightlifting, which Meta says can be helpful on their own, but should be balanced with other types of content.
It also makes teenagers' accounts private by default. Democrats and even some Republicans are wary about President Trump tapping housing regulator Bill Pulte as acting director of national intelligence. Texas Senator John Cornyn.
I see no evidence of any qualifications for that job.
Delaware Senator Chris Coons adds it's also disturbing that Pulte has been enthusiastic using off-limits mortgage information to target perceived opponents of Trump. It's 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Alex Williams is continuing to watch your drive from the 24-hour traffic center.
Plenty of trouble spots popping up all over Metro Atlanta. Veronica just found one heading toward Midtown through Northwest Atlanta out of Cobb, 75 southbound at Mount Perrin Road, exit 256. Looks like multiple center lanes are blocked. Delays filling in behind that. I'm also looking for trouble behind it in Cobb County, 75 south at Windy Hill. You slow before Delk. Traffic Trooper Rich says crash in the left lanes into Cobb County, 85 northbound, just north of I-285. You're jammed up from Chamblee Tucker. Might want to think about Buford Highway. Had an earlier crash in Gwinnett, 85 north in the Swanee, specifically just north of Highway 317, exit 111. That has cleared, but the delays have not. You stack up at Sugarloaf Parkway in Duluth as you make that drive up to I-985. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies today with pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. High 82. Lows tonight in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, sunshine, breezy with low humidity and staying rather cool by June standards. Tomorrow's high is 78. Sunshine prevails on Thursday.
Right now, it is 76 degrees in Milton, 76 in Lilburn, and it's 80 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 4:05. More news coming up at 4:30, and breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2. That's right, Wes Moss. Put your damn headphones on. Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. We might as well do this. Do you mind if we do a couple of open mics there? I know you're a hit and run today. You're busy. This guy's busy. He's exhausted. Look at him.
I love these open mics. They're awesome. Yeah.
As
long as they're not making fun of me.
I just want the audience.
Sometimes they are, I know.
I just want the audience to know that you're exhausted.
I'm feeling great.
Are you feeling great? But
yeah.
I mean, you should let people know. How about you're doing the audio book version of your book that's coming out?
Yeah, I've been doing it the last couple of days, and it's just a lot. It's more. It's definitely not just reading. And by the way, reading out loud is a little harder than I remember. And every time I do an S, and I have a little bit of a whistle sometimes when I'm there.
Yeah. What is that? Sibilance.
So is that what it's called?
Is it called sibilance? Sibilance, right.
Sibilance.
I think I have a sibilance issue, and I've had to reread probably 30% of every sentence I've had to redo. So I pity Marissa, who is editing it, which is probably going to take her, I don't know how many hours, but it's going to be a much longer job to edit it than me read it. But it is way more performative because
it is performative. That's what you're doing. You're when you're reading in your own head, it's an audience of one, so you can let yourself down. But when you're reading to others, you got to keep them interested, and you got to have the melody, and you got to go up and down.
And it's very easy to misread that a statement was a little bit more of a question than it really was stated in the book. And then I read it and I'm like, wait a minute, that's supposed to be more of a question. So yeah, it's just
lots of rereads.
A lot of rereads.
And you're like, why did I write it this way? But it's too late. If given the chance, I would change that paragraph a little bit.
There are some words, the longitudinal.
Longitudinal.
It's actually longitudinal.
Longitudinal.
And it took me like 15 minutes to get through that word. I had to look it up. Is it longitudinal or longitudinal?
Is there one person that's working with Wes Moss right now that hates him, that is actually recording all this stuff and going to release it to everyone? We want the bloopers. We want the outtakes.
It's mostly bloopers.
I can make that right now with 11 Labs.
I know, but it's not quite there. It's not. It's
almost.
It's 80. I'd say it's 85% there.
Yeah.
And it'll never be 100%.
Are you becoming skeptical of AI like I am?
No, I love AI.
That was actually AI.
I'm not.
You really believe all this stuff's going to work out? Do you think?
I think it's a better chance that it works out than it doesn't.
Okay. Is it going to go the way that the tech bros are telling us? Because this is what my understanding of how these events are going to go. We are going to give all of our money, water, and electricity to this thing. And then it's going to put us all out of work. But then it's going to cure cancer. It's just do you believe that this is the... I'm trying to get the story here. I think that's kind of the timeline that they've laid out. So you have nobody working, but living longer. It all seems perfect to me. It all seems perfect.
Well, I don't know. To me, that seems like the ultimate disaster scenario.
Well, I was being facetious.
Because you're not working, and then you're here in purgatory forever.
I have to retake that. I messed it up.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I was being facetious.
Good, thank you. We'll continue.
All right,
Got it. Living forever. The curing of cancer sounds great.
Sure, but not when at the point that we're all on universal basic income. And you know what's being missed out here? I know that
some people would like that.
Sure, but here a lot of people would like to get free money. But what's being missed in this whole AI discussion, and I think it's because Elon Musk and these people, they know everyone knows they're rich. And we're all going to be rich. It's going to make it. We're not going to have to work, and we're going to give you. You're going to. Everybody's going to be rich, and out of all of that, there's no understanding or appreciation for the value of work and what work does for a person, and what getting involved in a career, starting a career, realizing, I hate that, or doing what Dad wanted to do. I hate that. Finding your way. How character building actually work is. You're telling me people are going to get to like 17 and 18, not have to plan for anything, and know that there's universal income coming, and I'm going to expect that all the windows in my neighborhood are going to stay intact? I mean,
this was a week of commencement speeches.
Oh, did you give more than one?
So at Harvard,
yes.
Not me. I was
okay, but you have given.
I've never given a commencement speech.
I just assumed you were a shoo-in for it. Okay, go ahead.
No. You been out at UNC? Figure at UNC they would have you by now.
No, not
this man
anywhere.
was in season 2 of The Apprentice.
Yeah. I mean, Bill Belichick can't speak for everything.
I have not gotten any commencement invites, but one of the ones, and I love these speeches. I mean, the famous one that kind of I think a lot of people saw on YouTube or Instagram was McConaughey's speech from I don't know 10 years ago.
Yeah, just take your clothes off. And do what you
Bang
do.
away
That's
at the
right.
bongos.
Lube
There was
up.
also, remember, Sunscreen from the 90s? That came out of it. Remember that song? Sunscreen and always wear sunscreen.
Yeah, that was huge when I graduated.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was Boz Lerman, who just made the Elvis movie, and all he was doing was he put to music a commencement speech that somebody gave in the 90s. And the whole thing was about always use sunscreen. I don't know,
but the
I don't know. This guy from Harvard
There's
has
been a ton of booze. Is what's happened. Is that the commencement speakers are talking about technology and artificial intelligence because that's the economic topic of the day, and folks are booing. Kids are booing because they're scared. The Harvard speech made a really good point, and is that kind of what you're saying here. And maybe you should be the next speaker at the Harvard commencement speech.
Why not? I dropped out of the 9th grade. I seem to be,
which is even a bit more street cred for you to be able to do this.
Yes.
But his point was that we can get the answers today quicker than we ever have, and particularly for a bunch of students. You can get the answer. You can get the math problem. You can quickly do an essay. You can get the answer, but what help is that? Like, what's the point of that? Because it's not the answer that matters. It's the getting to the answer. It's the journey. Just as you said, figuring out the jobs you don't want to do, the jobs you do want to do, and the problems we have to solve. It's all about that.
It's where your personality is made.
It's that channel of struggle and learning that makes us productive. It's not the answer. And artificial intelligence does not give us the journey. It doesn't give us that.
Right, but here's the problem.
So
people
there
have
is
to
no
be forced to do
substitute
it.
for it.
There's no substitute for it. People are not. This idea that everyone's going to find the poet within is absurd, and they know it. There's everything that they say is going to happen and how it's going to happen is based on one thing. I'm trying to raise $80 billion or something in this round, and so I saw an article today. I didn't look too deeply into it, but I think it's the Wall Street Journal. It might have been New York Times. They basically looked at all of the claims that Elon Musk has made since I think 2015 that were going to happen. And they found it was 62 different claims.
What's the percentage hit rate?
The percentage hit rate is very, very low, but I can't find it in front of me. Here it is. This is from New York Times. He said his rocket company, SpaceX, will build a colony of humans on Mars. He said that Tesla, his electric car maker, will incorporate fully autonomous driving abilities into all of its cars. And he has promised to show that humanoid robots made by Tesla are dexterous enough to thread a needle. None of these have happened. Of more than 600 claims Musk has made since around 2015, he achieved what he said would only be about 19% of the time. Sometimes he was just late by years, 35% of the time. And 33%, they're just still out there. So 19, and if you look into it deeper, most of that is clustered near 2015. Once you get to like 2018, 2019,
none of those.
We were going to have, we would be watching Christopher Nolan's next IMAX spectacular on Mars by now, and it's not happening.
The autonomous thing is mostly correct. The technology does that. It's just not allowed everywhere.
No, he's not, he's having trouble. They're doing all these things. Whenever you see a robot demonstration, most of the time there is a person behind the curtain. They're wearing a VR, and these companies
for the
just
robots.
lie.
No,
These
the
companies
robots,
just
but,
lie.
But
Is
if
my
you're
point.
a Tesla owner,
Why would you invest in somebody who had lied in the past? Take AI off the table. This is the question, and this is a real good conversation, I think. Why am I being told that all of the laws and rules around financing and investing all get thrown out the window now because of AI? I'm not even looking at it as maybe it'll be great, maybe it'll be something in between, whatever it is, it's something real and it's going to land somewhere. But is it going to lead to universal basic income and then cure cancer? That's what I want to tell investors, so that they give me another round of money. But why are they giving me more money when I've already lied to them in the past? Why does Mark Zuckerberg get more billions from investors when he already burned $85 billion after he told them that the metaverse was the future? It's got nothing to do with Zuckerberg or AI. I just thought that there were these rules of finance and investing, and you had to live up to that standard. And if your business model didn't, but we're just throwing all these things out now. That's my confusion.
Yeah, it is confusing, but the reason the market's been so resilient this year, and in the face of the Iran-U.S. war and Strait of Hormuz still mostly closed and higher oil prices, the reason the market's done well is that two, and I know we've got to run to traffic, but two things have happened. One, we haven't seen a material loss in jobs. That has not happened.
But remember, they told us it was going to happen. That's another kind of lie.
Well,
they told us
not people trying to raise money. They've been not necessarily. No, I'm
saying the same people who are lying they're lying with all this, because what you're talking about is more efficiency. But they're not performing any of these things that they say they're performing at the level
But
they
again,
are.
two things have not happened. We have not had we have had plenty of jobs. In fact, the job openings
we got more openings than
jumped almost 800,000 last month. Number one, and number two, we have actually seen a very real and robust acceleration in revenue and earnings from these companies. So those are the two things that have happened that have made it so that so far this has not been a completely hollow endeavor.
I don't trust when people say, "Hey, the future is so different that you got to throw out anything you've ever known about what a good investment is, what a return on investment is." Nothing that's going on now matches anything before it. Maybe I've heard some people say the railroads, when they were building, they're laying track and saying, "Well, cities will exist if we put the track there." But that took like 50 years? 30 years to lay all that track down? I'm just genuinely asking the question because I'm worried. I don't think this country can handle another big crash. We just been through too much. We're $40 trillion in debt. We can't just print our way out of it again. And so, as I always say on these, I hope I'm wrong, because if I'm right, it's not good. We got to break. Yeah. Good afternoon to Alex Williams. Alex says 285 West is jammed around the airport.
Yeah, and it's not due to a crash right now, Eric. It is due to construction that should have broken down a while ago, and it has not. They are still in the right lane, 285 westbound, the inner loop ramping to I-85 southbound there near Old National Highway, and it is absolutely bumper to bumper leaving I-75. Also having a negative impact on 75 north coming up through Forest Park, trying to get onto I-285 westbound. Now over in DeKalb County on 285 south in Tucker, there's a stall in the second left lane at La Vista Road exit number 37. Those delays are backed up to I-85. We had some earlier trouble. I think it's cleared. 85 northbound, north of 285 Spaghetti Junction. You're going to stay slow up past Jimmy Carter. And then some more brake lights between Duluth and Suwanee. Traffic brought to you by Peach Pass. This summer, don't just drive, go. In 20 states with Peach Pass through the Easy Pass network. No extra apps, no stopping to pay. Visit peachpass.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aram, and this is for all my listeners who are struggling with hair loss. I'm sure you've tried the lotions, pills, creams, and potions. With so many options and doctors out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair is an incredible breakthrough. Receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spots, Advanced Hair offers a simple, quick, one-day treatment that begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And get this, Advanced Hair even guarantees your new hair will grow. Works for men and women across all ages, and there is no one in hair restoration I recommend more. For your free consultation, call 470-660-HAIR. If you move forward, you'll also receive $500 off. 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that has redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that guarantee. Check out incredible before and after pictures at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Cracks, gaps, and leaning? Oh, my.
I'm Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack. Cracks in your walls, gaps in your doors, windows, or a leaning chimney? Ramjack will fix it right the first time.
Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Ramjack.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
If your termite service doesn't inspect for damage inside, switch to Breda Pest Management. Plus, they'll lock in your termite rate for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I never thought my closet would be a room I'd find myself sitting in, but I'm basking in the glow of newly installed rods, shelves, and drawers that make up my artisan custom closet. Schedule your free design consultation with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com.
Like Painting Plus, the best family businesses are born from passion. Just ask Charlie's dad.
When Charlie was a young boy in high school, they had a woodshop class. Charlie took it 4 years in a row.
Hi, it's Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. I knew I was going to be in this industry from a very young age. You'd ask me what I was going to do, and I'd say, I'm going to be a contractor.
Locally owned Painting Plus. Anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Wes Moss, do you get along with the people you work with? You seem like a great boss to me. Like
Yeah,
you'd be
I
really
do.
Great.
I do.
Well, there must be someone over there because you were talking about how difficult it is doing the audiobook version of your book, and you mentioned longitudinal.
Longitudinal.
There's a word that you had trouble with, and I was like, oh man, I would love to have those outtakes. Well, somebody sent them to us.
Longitude. No.
Yeah, that's way off, man. I think we have another example.
Longitude no.
That was close.
We're understanding that you got too longitudinal.
Eventually.
Man, you have a rat that works for you there, Wes.
Yeah,
My
somebody's
goodness.
leaking stuff out.
E.
It would be nice to have AI be able to do these things, but I think it's still a long way off.
Yeah, it is. It's
Not if you're Liza Minnelli.
Does she
Her whole book is audio. I mean, she cloned her voice.
We have her right here. We have the clone. We have the clone right here. This is AI.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
So the AI doesn't sound drunk all the time.
Bossy.
Well, with 11 Labs, you can do what do you add to it? It's like inflection or
You can do that.
imperfection. You can add
I
imperfection.
partied with Shirley MacLaine.
Now you can license Stanley,
doll.
her mom. You can license her mom's voice to do commercials. Maya Angelou, Michael Caine, Richard Freeman, John
Was that
Wayne.
Dorothy from Wizard of Oz?
Yes, and Ricardo
That would be
Montalban.
Judy Garland. Never heard of her?
Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
Hey, who was that who played Dorothy? Remember that movie?
A young
No, it's
Judy.
like-
It was a young Judy.
So it was a young Judy, although she was older than she was playing.
And Art Garfunkel.
She was
licensed.
16, I believe.
These people are licensing themselves.
Who cares? They don't care.
It's states.
It's a states.
David Hasselhoff's not dead.
Art Garfunkel looks at the thing and says, I'll be dead in a few years. And here's a way. Now, how many coffee companies are going to want AI Art Garfunkel to do their commercial?
You'd be
I have
amazed.
no
There's
idea.
a lot of them, Eric. There's a lot.
He's on TikTok and he has his son and they're like performing together.
Yeah, his son kind of
is-
looks like him.
Well, his son.
Not very good, huh? Well, we'll
son
get back
looks-
to a review of Art Garfunkel Jr. from Autumn Fisher. Wes Moss, tell people how they can get more Wes Moss.
The Retire Sooner Method.
Hell yeah.
The Retire Sooner Method. The 5 secrets of America's happiest and unhappiest retirees. And that is available on Amazon for pre-order.
Uh-huh.
And you can also check it out at retiresoonermethod.com.
RetireSoonerMethod.com. And again, if you want a little bit, we have a little taste of the audio
Long
version.
itude, no.
So I'm recommending the audiobook. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate it. Alex Williams says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 75 South.
Yeah, they're trying to get this one off to the right shoulder as I speak, Eric, in northwest Atlanta, 75 southbound, just below Mount Perrin. Multiple right lanes are blocked. Only 2 left lanes have been open. Slowing back toward Cumberland Boulevard, 75 northbound. Toughest part of that ride's leaving North Marietta Parkway up into Ackworth. Just waves of volume there. And you're slow 400 northbound in Sandy Springs from 285 to the North Springs MARTA station. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month. And enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Kick off the summer stress-free and sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all of the hassle. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. In a shifting market, selling your home shouldn't add more stress. With over 13,000 5-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That is markspain.com and start packing.
You've probably heard that constipation and IBS can all be related to a lack of fiber in your diet. Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. If you or someone you know suffers from constipation or IBS, let the Bread Beckers show you the way to more fiber and regularity and to better health without swallowing a pill or a bad-tasting drink. At the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable, and delicious solution for your family that can change your life. This is not like the enriched bread you buy at the grocery store. It's real bread. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. So if you're struggling with bowel issues, high cholesterol, warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick, take the first steps to a healthier life. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
You're ready for a new deck, but don't know where to start. You can DIY, use an unlicensed chuck in a truck, an overpriced luxury designer, or you can choose us. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we do decks differently. We build beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price with lots of options. We're licensed and insured. We'll work with the materials you choose and stay within your budget. Call Nelson Exteriors for an extraordinary deck renovation. Google Nelson Exteriors.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 4:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Hoffman Financial Group. WSB's top local story: a man could face the death penalty in connection with last month's stabbing death of a MARTA rider. John Matthews faces a federal charge now of committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system. Atlanta's U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg tells WSB a conviction could carry capital punishment. Margaret Swan, he says, was a beloved great-grandmother who was brutally killed in an unprovoked act of senseless violence.
The next step will be to have Mr. Matthews brought over to federal court for an initial appearance on the criminal complaint.
Hertzberg says Matthews could be indicted in coming weeks as well. Swan, 66 years old, was stabbed nearly 24 times in an unprovoked attack on March 30th. In Washington, D.C. today, we are finding out that Georgia activists and those who are campaigning on behalf of Alzheimer's patients are now in the city looking for some help with funding and trying to advocate on behalf of not only Alzheimer's patients, but their caregivers as well. Gannon Murphy is vice chair of the board of the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association.
We're here today asking for some appropriations asks to instrumental funding for the National Institute of Health as well as CDC. But the main two asks we're here for are two acts that we believe are going to be a game changer in the option for early screening and then treatment of Alzheimer's.
He says Alzheimer's has a huge economic impact on caregivers and those with Alzheimer's here in Georgia. That's Gannon Murphy, the vice chair of the board of the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association. The Georgia Supreme Court is paving the way for pandemic-delayed executions.
Under a 2021 agreement, Georgia's Attorney General was prevented from seeking execution warrants for 9 death row inmates until the COVID vaccine was readily available. During oral arguments in March, John Henry Thompson argued that time is now.
These 9 inmates have received the reprieve their attorneys bargained for. They cannot be allowed to escape justice permanently.
The justices agreed, saying the supply of vaccines now outpaces demand. There are currently 33 inmates on death row in Georgia. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Back in 2024, Meta rolled out teen accounts on Instagram, and now the company is expanding them to Facebook and WhatsApp. They're going to give parents more control over what their feeds look like and limit certain content. The accounts will become available later this year. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is testifying before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He says he's optimistic about the resumption of peace talks with Iran.
For the first time, certainly in my memory, they have agreed to negotiate aspects of their nuclear program that just a month ago, or just a year ago, they were refusing to even mention.
It's Rubio's first time at the committee since the start of the war with Iran. MARTA is postponing Thursday's planned launch of its new trains. A spokesperson says all testing and safety certifications won't be completed in time. The Transit Authority has been hoping to launch the new trains in time for the World Cup. No new launch date has been announced. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says Georgia is becoming the 5th state to offer a streamlined licensing process for professional counselors. Georgia's joining Arizona, Louisiana, Minnesota, and Ohio in offering the Counseling Compact. It's an agreement that grants licensed professional counselors reciprocity so they can easily obtain their license in one state when moving from another. So far, no confirmed cases of the New World screwworm in Georgia, but agricultural officials are on high alert now with stepped-up surveillance. This after the reemergence of the flesh-eating parasite. It can devastate cattle herds and has now been detected not far from the Texas border. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins calls it a very serious threat to the livestock industry.
Mexico reported 8 new detections. One of those was a 5-year-old goat approximately 25 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border.
She blames Mexico for allowing the insect to advance north along with the cartel's smuggling of people and of animals. Here's some news that you probably didn't know you needed to know. Uber's releasing its latest Lost and Found Index, a list of the most common left behind items. This year, it's phones, wallets, luggage, and keys.
Among what Uber calls the most unique items left behind this year, a toboggan, an ankle monitor, 2 wedding dresses, and 2 pounds of Gushers, the blue raspberry flavor.
Correspondent Mike Dubosky says notable past examples include 500 grams of caviar back in 2022. It's 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. He is the caviar of traffic reporters. Alex Williams taking you to WSB Triple Team Traffic this afternoon.
Hey, I appreciate it, Veronica. It is getting ugly fast over on the east side perimeter. Stall 285 southbound, the inner loop, La Vista Road, exit 37. That's still in the second left lane. And traffic trooper Andrew tells me there's a northbound crash now just north of Highway 29. Already see the delays from that impacting the center lane. Delays filling in back toward Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. 285 westbound, the inner loop. That's just awful down by the airport. Not sure what's taking so long to finish up this road work, but it's still in the right lane, ramping onto 85 south near Old National Highway. Those delays stretch back to I-75 and slowing the 75 north ramp to I-285 westbound there in Clayton County. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, warm and muggy today with a high of 82. Pop-up showers and thunderstorms for the ride home this evening. Then drying out for tonight with lower humidity, lows in the mid-50s. Sunshine for Wednesday and Thursday, breezy with highs limited to the upper 70s.
Right now it's 75 in Marietta, 78 in White, and it's 79 in Midtown Atlanta at 4:36. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Heavy rain can significantly impact your septic system by saturating the soil and causing backups in your home. I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. We can help. My licensed, insured, experienced team responds 24/7 with upfront pricing and high-quality work.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Details online.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
Steelhorse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks. SteelhorseLaw.com.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Shut up. Nobody cares about your carrots. Jared Yamamoto.
Shelley Winter cares about. You know what? I'm gonna do some ASMR now.
Yeah, we deal with the carrot ASMR every day here.
Shelley was praising me for eating carrots. Shelley
who's
appreciates
here.
me. Shelley cares about me. Thank you,
I do
Shelley.
care about you.
I dip them in caramel.
It's good for you. Shelley Winter is joining us, and the reason he's joining us, and the two of us as workplace friends, I would say we're workplace friends. We're friends. But it's not like we're not going to
take issue with the workplace part.
No. What I'm saying is our friendship.
That was a little.
Hold on. No, I know how it sounded.
You wouldn't go to New Orleans with me.
No.
We're just workplace friends. I get it.
What I meant by that is that most of our time together is at work.
Absolutely.
We're not going to see movies on a Wednesday night.
No.
So
we're not that close.
We're not that close, but we're very good. I would say that we are close.
Absolutely.
We respect and we like each other.
Absolutely.
As friends. Let's get that straight. So,
not that there's anything wrong with it.
Listen,
it's not like you go to Shelley's birthdays or to Shelley's events that are going on.
Yeah, but he
all
comes
during
to mine, and that's the important thing. I see him when he comes.
One-sided friendship.
I see him outside of work when I invite him.
Right.
It doesn't so much work
because I'm the
around.
one hurting for friendship.
Yes.
And love and
Yes.
affection.
Apparently, you need one more.
Right.
One more old white dude to hang out with. All right.
You're my white friend.
The reason I bring that up is because we talk about a lot of things, and we have decided that we need to bring back. People have to stop running away from this idea that they're judging each other. Like it doesn't have to be like the most important thing. But I think you ought to be able to say to somebody, "Hey, I'm judging you on this." And that's why I have you here, because Shelley Winter, I am judging you on
Absolutely.
this.
And I can have that discussion.
All right. Well, the discussion is, I think probably about, 5-6 weeks ago, as the NBA playoffs were kind of shaping into what they were becoming, who are the stronger teams, blah, blah, blah. I know that this man was raised in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, the Knicks are playing really well. You must be very excited. He said, I'm a Celtics fan. Then he explained it to me. His father was a Celtics fan, even though he was in New York. A very little bit he put in there. They kind of stunk for a long time, but he put that in there. And so while
the Knicks. The Knicks stunk, right.
While you were a kid, the Knicks kind of stunk. The Celtics were good. People around you, people you admired, they were Celtics fans.
Right.
You became a Celtics fan. I can understand that. Can't understand why they're not called the Celtics, because that's how it's said every other time, but they're the Celtics and you're a fan. So now the New York Knicks are in the finals. I believe that starts tomorrow. They'll
Sure
be playing
does.
the San Antonio Spurs.
8:30 tomorrow.
Who has a
San Antonio.
Who has a New York Knicks T-shirt on today? And it says, not only is it a T-shirt, it's got the Knicks logo, and it says New York versus everybody.
Yep.
And I'm saying that I am judging you on this, because now all of a sudden you're a huge Knicks fan.
Just from what's tomorrow through whatever game
Until they get swept.
Until either way, whatever happens, and I explain this on my show that's on 7 to 9 p.m. after this great show. In Men Rules, men sat down.
You're talking about Men Rules. This is the stuff that was laid down foundationally thousands of years ago.
Men sat around a big campfire and they laid down rules like walk on the outside of a woman, protect and provide for your family. These rules. And sports were included.
There's a part of it.
They're right. And you're allowed to. I'm a Celtic fan. My team is not in the NBA championship. I moved out of New York because I live in Atlanta now, obviously. But I'm a New Yorker. True.
Who is not a fan of the Knicks. Just want to put that in.
Exactly. But I'm a New Yorker, so it's just like I'm a Met fan. If the Yankees were in a World Series, I'd root for the Yankees because I'm rooting for my city, because my team's not in it. So if
Even the Jets, if the Jets are in the Super Bowl, being a diehard
you got to
Giants
draw the line somewhere.
I knew it.
I'm just kidding.
If they're in the Super Bowl, that'd be good.
Right. No, but I mean, I'm rooting right now. I'm rooting for the excitement of my city, the New York City. I want the Knicks to win. It'll be great for the city.
Okay, so you're rooting for the excitement of your city that you haven't lived in many years.
Yeah, but I still love love where I'm from.
Sure.
I mean, better part of my life was spent in New York City.
I think this is a weak argument. And I'm just kind of like, I'm just
Okay,
pulling.
I'm just telling
praying.
you what. I'm just going by the
I'm
laws.
judging here.
I'm going by the laws
And where
set
did you get
down
these laws?
Several millennia ago.
Cite them.
My grandfather passed them down to me, and he passed them down to
some
my
sort
dad.
Of subsection
my
that
dad
says
passed
that
them down
Shelley
to me.
Winter has the right.
I believe Aristotle actually came up with these.
In the African community, you have oral tradition.
Yeah. Okay.
So nothing's written down. It's
Not
all
this guy.
If we accept your explanation for why you could be excited, even though the team that you don't root for that represents the city that you grew up in, I get it. If we buy into all this, here's my real question. Is it legitimate if the New York Knicks win it all? Is it legitimate for you to jump up and down and be excited?
At that moment, so say it's game 5 and it's a Wednesday night and I'm at home watching and they win a championship. Yeah, good for New York. Yay, New York. The next morning, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not a fan. So the next morning, I wake up like it's just another morning.
I don't understand. The idea of fan is fanatic.
Well, that's the thing. So I'm not a fan. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I'm a fan.
But you're saying you are excited.
I'm excited for that in that moment. And when the last shot goes up, boom, the glitter comes down. They're offered the trophy. Yay, the Knicks won. Okay, next day I'm back to normal.
Well, we'll come to the end of our segment. And I know, I've told you at the beginning that the whole idea here is I'm judging you. The judgment is in guilty. Guilty and guilty of hypocrisy, sports hypocrisy.
Oh, no.
Sports hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Yes. Well, you did not read the founding documents of manhood. Apparently, we're all getting older. Or maybe you didn't have your readers.
Right.
Or something. But there is a subsection that says, I think it's D.
D, okay.
Yeah.
But it's
in Article
5D,
4.
5D.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's 5 or is it 4?
Listen, it's in there. You just go look at it.
Okay, I might have missed it, so tell me what it is.
You are not allowed to ever celebrate a victory by a team that you have rooted against.
That's not true.
That
absolutely not true.
You would have to apply that to Greg Rustin.
Get my readers.
You misread.
Give me the document.
You misread 5D. You misread because I think you skipped over 5D- subsection 2,
which says
if you're not living in that city anymore and you're rooting for your city, you're allowed. That's the exception. Like I can't go and root for say Dallas or San Antonio. I can't wear a San Antonio shirt.
Right.
Never been to San Antonio.
No, but you tell me, if you leave a city after rejecting its sports team, it's okay to get excited that team's doing well.
When they get to not when they're doing well. When they get to the final step, which is a championship, you're absolutely allowed to do that.
You have.
I couldn't do it in the East Coast. I didn't root for them in the conference finals.
See how complicated this gets?
Yeah, no, it's all in the laws. It's all in the laws.
You know what they say? You're into politics. If you're explaining, you're losing.
You asked me to explain.
Too complicated. Well, I set you up.
Point of order.
You asked me to explain.
That's a good setup.
Point of order. Point of order.
Robert and Bob and the rules.
If I were to leave Atlanta, I would still be pulling for my Atlanta teams. I would not just suddenly adopt.
You're already a fan.
But I'm saying, like, if I ever moved from Atlanta, let's say I moved to St. Louis or something like that.
Well, I'm a Bills fan because I grew up in Western New York.
I know. I wouldn't adopt other teams.
If the Falcons went to the Super Bowl.
No. I got a perfect one.
Right.
When I moved here in the late 90s, the Bills are in the AFC, the Falcons are in the NFC, and I just said, the Falcons are my favorite NFC team. The Bills are my favorite team.
Right.
Only thing I have to worry about is if they would play each other in the Super Bowl. But if these two teams played in the Super Bowl,
you go for the Bills.
I don't think it would matter because I think that
you'd have to have a rooting interest.
I think the coin flip would land on its side.
Oh, that's
that's
a violation.
The stadium
violation.
The Falcons would win.
You just wiped out your entire 10-minute argument.
My point. I'd be rooting for the Bills, obviously.
Of course, yeah, exactly. Now, if
my point is, I don't think the universe will allow either of those teams to win a Super Bowl. So I think we'd all be in a very strange place if they were facing each other.
If the Bills are in the conference championship and the Falcons in the conference championship, Bills lose, Falcons go to Super Bowl, you're rooting for the Falcons.
But I'm on the record. Falcons are my second favorite team.
Oh, see, you can't say that.
They're my second favorite. I
you
can't
have
say
a
that.
Second favorite team. You
just
have
explained it. One conference, another conference.
No, that's not your second. But you can't have a Seattle. The Knicks are not my second favorite team.
Oh, but you're excited about the
just
fact
because
that
they're an
they're
NBA
the championship.
That's it.
Nonsense. Shelley Witcher will be on with more nonsense. And it's from 7 to 9. Is that what you do in your show?
That's what nonsense.
Nonsense with Shelley, I think is the name of the show.
The biggest nonsense of the day, Pulte being the director, DNI.
Oh,
yeah, that's nonsense.
That's gonna be. That's gonna
talk about nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Boy, this Shelley, he just wants to walk away, but he can't. He can't.
I
He can't. He's so emotionally tied to Trump. He wants to walk, but he can't.
I want
he can't.
to.
You can't quit me.
I'm tethered. I'm tethered.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 in Kennesaw.
Yeah, right where we've seen a little bit of light rain falling, Eric, and this was actually just moved from the center lane to the right shoulder, 75 northbound between 575 and Barrett Parkway, but delays are still with you back to South Marietta Parkway, 400 northbound, slow in Sandy Springs, 285 to the North Springs MARTA station. Crash just cleared before that if you're coming up through Buckhead on 400 northbound before Lennox Road. 285 south, the inner loop into Cobb County, still slow through Tucker, stall cleared out of the center lane at La Vista Road, and just watch the Cab PD escort a crash from the center lanes to the right shoulder, 285 northbound, the outer loop also into Cab at Highway 29, Lawrenceville Highway. Then also the delays behind it, I should say, still stick with you back to Memorial Drive, but I expect that to improve between Clarkston and Tucker. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Let's talk about that termite bond renewal notice. They're going to increase your rate again.
Not when you switch your termite protection to Breda, because we'd lock your termite rate in for 10 years.
Mark Aram here with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management.
They're charging more and doing less. They don't even inspect inside anymore.
Breda inspects inside and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
That's it. No more showers for anyone.
Honey, what's happening?
Our water bill is higher than the mortgage.
If your water bill is very high, you've got a leak. Call Delta Plumbing, the educated plumber. With over 50 years experience, they are the leak experts. Using state-of-the-art leak detection technology, they'll find and fix your leak without guessing games.
How fast can you get here?
Leak detection at educatedplumber.com. Problem solved.
You can sell your home the old way, wait for offers, deal with constant showings, juggle timelines, and hope everything works out. Or you can use Orchard. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Orchard gives you cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. That means no rushing, no double moves, and no scrambling to line up 2 closings at the same time. Once you've moved into your new home, Orchard handles the rest. They take care of repairs, upgrades, staging, and professional marketing designed to help your old home sell for top dollar. And when it sells, you get the proceeds, your second payout. It's a simpler, more flexible way to move that gives you more control and less stress from start to finish. Thousands of homeowners are already making the switch to Orchard. Start with a free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House thanks to CertaPro painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
All right. OMs. That's 2-letter. OM. 2 great letters. OM. I don't know what they stand for, but
I was in OM as a kid.
what did it stand for you?
Odyssey of the Mind.
No, that would. Oh no, that's right. Odyssey. I thought you said Odyssey. For some reason, I was like, is that A?
Audacity of the Mind.
Audacity of the Mind. And how was that Odyssey of the Mind? Did you become like a brilliant math student or something?
No, we built. There were like parameters. You had to like build something, and that something, whether it was a machine or something, had to do a specific tasks. So we took the engine out of a power wheel. Yeah. And then we built stuff around it, and then we went to state.
What do we call? Oh, well, you went to state and obviously lost because you stopped there. But that's good.
Yeah, we lost it too.
Getting to state's good. It's not that bad.
The best story out of Loganville in a long time.
Oh, hell yeah. They're still talking.
Yeah.
They haven't had many stories since.
Loganville.
What's OM mean to us?
It means open mic.
Open mics. Oh, okay. This guy's got something to say.
Eric, have you ever heard of open mics?
That was quick. I guess he doesn't think I play open mics very often.
I think he's a little
I would like to remind him, and I always talk about this. We should play him more, but I was off for an entire week. Anyway, you have one now?
We do. This is a good one. Good theory as to why you don't like aliens, Bigfoot, or Loch Ness Monster.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I think Von Hessler has some repressed memories of his youth about aliens and such. I think he might have had some bad experiences with a probe or two.
Here's the strange.
That's just my guess.
Here's the strange thing: the probe was from Bigfoot, not the alien. Usually, you hear it.
Oh,
is that your neighbor?
I have not suppressed that at all.
You know what they say about big feet?
That's right.
Big probes.
I have not suppressed that. As a matter of fact, it's one of my favorite fantasies. Sticks with me to this day.
Eric, have you ever heard of open mics?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
what do you want from me?
Yeah, the answer is yes. I have heard of them.
What about it?
I know of them. I don't play them.
Alex Williams says 85 North is slow through Union City.
All due to some trouble. Looks to be on the 85 North ramps to 285 there near the airport, Eric. That's why 85 North brake lights found you back at Flat Shoals, exit 66. Unfortunately, the construction is still ongoing in the right lane. 285 westbound, the inner loop ran into I-85 there. Out of Clayton into Fulton County near Old National Highway, bumper to bumper back to I-75. New crash in Swanee, second left lane blocked, 85 northbound Highway 317. Exit number 111, keeping you jammed up back to Highway 316. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer is peak hosting season, right? Don't let a grimy house keep you from having company over. It's Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash got my place clean and bright and guest ready in just one day. They handled everything, house and deck, driveway, even my dirty roof, and their soft wash kept everything safe. No paint peel, no damage, just clean. If you got people coming over this summer, be sure Wise Guys Pro Wash comes by first. Mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before they fill up.
Closing on your new home? Congratulations! Peach State Hardwood Floors has a housewarming gift just for you. $1,000 off your floor replacement, plus 12 months of financing at 0%. We handle everything from helping you select the perfect floor to delivery, installation, and final cleanup. No stress, no surprises, just a home that feels brand new. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at peachstatehardwood.com. Peach State Hardwood. Hardwood without the hassle.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606. 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
I'm John Morgan. There are many reasons to hire Morgan & Morgan for your injury case. Reason number 3. First, all lawyers are not the same. If my family had an injury case and I couldn't hire us, there are only about 3 to 4% of the lawyers out there that I would hire. And here's why. Most of them rarely, if ever, go to trial. They just take the last best offer. Hell, you can do that yourself. Do this. If you're looking for a lawyer, Google Morgan & Morgan results and see what comes up. It may shock you. Then Google the firm you're thinking of hiring and do the same. That may shock you as well. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. We won a lot. $30 billion and counting. Morgan & Morgan, or thepeople.com. Who would I hire? I'd hire us.
Morgan & Morgan Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour brought to you by Southern Exteriors. WSB's top local story, the death penalty could be on the table for a Decatur man charged with killing a 66-year-old woman on a MARTA train last week. U.S. Attorney for Georgia's Northern District Theodore Hertzberg says after hearing about this shocking stabbing, he realized there's a federal charge which could apply to John Elijah Matthews, committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system.
Atlanta deserves to have a safe transportation system, especially as FIFA is coming up, and that people who commit acts of violence on the MARTA train are held accountable and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law in federal court.
This is a charge eligible for capital punishment. Matthews is already facing charges in state court. Hertzberg says MARTA video shows Matthews standing next to Swan, who was sitting near the train's door and looking at her phone, and then he pulled out a folding knife and stabbed her approximately 20 times in the chest and neck. The two had no interaction. It is now 81 degrees in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards is forecasting pop-up showers and storms throughout the evening drive, but she says it'll dry up overnight. We'll look for lows in the mid-50s overnight, and then tomorrow we'll see temperatures edging back close to 80 degrees. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast is straight ahead. Gwinnett police arrest a man for misusing funds meant for veterans. Here's a report all new at 5 o'clock.
William Schultz is facing numerous charges for writing checks to himself out of funds belonging to the Central Gwinnett Veterans Association. Schultz was serving as the group's quartermaster, a position that's responsible for paying bills, making purchases, and managing finances for the organization at the time of the alleged offenses. Investigators say that Schultz wrote himself 4 checks characterizing them as loans and also allegedly took cash for his personal use. The group has since fired him from that position. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
A pandemic-induced reprieve for death row inmates is coming to an end in Georgia. The state Supreme Court rules an agreement halting executions until the COVID-19 vaccine was available to everyone has now lived out its course. In March, the Georgia Solicitor General John Henry Thompson told justices,
"These 9 inmates have received the reprieve their attorneys bargained for. They cannot be allowed to escape justice permanently."
The unanimous opinion reverses a Fulton County judge's ruling from last year. Opponents had argued because there was no vaccine for infants, this delay should stand. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer to ride MARTA's shiny new trains.
A MARTA spokesperson says the trains won't be ready for Thursday's launch because testing and safety certifications haven't been completed. The agency has been pushing to have the new trains in service for the World Cup. During the unveiling in 2025, Martin Ritter with Stadler Rail hailed the trains as a great investment for the city.
It's the most state-of-the-art rolling stock metro car in North America.
MARTA hasn't given a new launch date, but they say safety is always their priority. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Alzheimer's advocates from across the country, including Georgia, are in Washington pushing for legislation to accelerate progress in the fight against the disease.
Volunteer advocates are in Washington asking their legislators to co-sponsor the Alzheimer's Screening and Prevention Act. The legislation would give Medicare the authority to cover blood-based biomarker tests capable of detecting Alzheimer's disease before symptoms appear.
Truly a bipartisan issue. It doesn't matter whether they're red or blue. Alzheimer's touches families across all political divides.
Gannon Murphy with the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association says passage of the bill would make early detection the standard of care. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The Andrew Young Foundation opens its state-of-the-art aquaponics facility in Jonesboro. Foundation President Gaurav Narayan says they hope to produce 12 to 15,000 pounds of food per week, and they hope other communities will consider if this fits their goals too.
And we wanted to create a demonstration facility which was replicable, scalable, profitable, and sustainable.
He says this, in addition to feeding the hungry.
This serves as a demonstration facility, and our vision is to allow people from all over the world to come here, visit the farm, and be inspired and think that how they can feed themselves.
Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services Administrator Dr. Mehmet Oz says President Trump is pushing to lower drug prices. From the White House press room, Oz says 160 more drugs will be added to the Trump RX website.
Almost 1 in 3 Americans, when they go to a pharmacy to pick up a medication that their doctors prescribe for them, leaves empty-handed because they can't afford the medication, especially for branded products.
Oz is filling in for Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, who is on maternity leave. It is 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. First, to the WSB Triple Team Traffic, starting off right now with Alex Williams.
Not fun on 285 this afternoon, Veronica. North side outer loop, 285 westbound. Brake lights grab you at Ashford Dunwoody Road. Stays pretty slow over to Roswell Road, then moderate volume approaching I-75 in Truist Park. Southbound on the outer loop, west side jams in from Paces Ferry all the way down toward I-20, where they've been working to clear a stall out of the right lane. You're also going to encounter some northbound delays as you head up into Smyrna and Bindings. 285 eastbound, the inner loop brake lights from Georgia 400 through Dunwoody and Dorville. Then that southbound ride gets pretty heavy out of Tucker into Clarkston, with delays not getting much better until you're down at Memorial Drive, exit number 41. Southside perimeter, don't even think about it. 285 westbound looks like a parking lot from I-75 in Clayton County through the airport tunnels, all due to ongoing right lane construction. Been out there way too long on the 285 west ramp to I-85 there near Old National Highway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now it's time for Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with scattered rain showers moving through the metro area. The rain will come to an end just before midnight, then drying out and cooling down for tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Staying cool and breezy by June standards for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 78. That's trending about 10 degrees below average for early June. It will stay dry through the rest of this week, Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. Morning lows in the mid-50s, daytime highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. The next chance of rain is not until Sunday afternoon.
Right now it's 73 degrees in Holly Springs. It's 78 in Griffin and 78 in Midtown Atlanta at 5:06. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. This is the last week.
Big deal.
You better get on it. You better. You laughing because you said it was a big deal?
The pause after.
I felt like I wanted to let that breathe.
Yeah.
I want people to understand.
You're not going to leave it in place with the gas tax gone? The gas tax?
Well, listen, we're not part of the government, Bill Crane.
Okay.
Maybe the fact that the gas tax is expiring at midnight tonight ought to wake you up and make you want to participate.
Might better get 3 tanks of gas.
The man who doesn't vote.
Yes, says the man who doesn't vote. Bill Crane, I voted for 40 years. Look what it got us. I was not helping. All right, so this hour's keyword is fix. F-I-X. Fix. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is F-I-X. Fix. And you heard him, Bill Crane. It's time to drain the drain. Drain.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. Drain the brain of Bill Crane on politics and whatnot. It's a big, not so much here, but it's a big primary day around the country.
It is. California in particular.
So where do you want to start? You want to start with what's going on in the country, or do you want to start with the debate that only had one guy standing there?
Yeah, Burt Jones versus the podium.
I yield to you. It's your show, sir.
Let's start locally.
Okay.
And by locally, I mean the state of Georgia. Where do we stand right now? You know, I'm having, because I'm not, I keep mixing up who's running for Senate and who's running for the governor and all of that. So just explain to me, where are we now?
So we are in a primary runoff. The election is June the 16th. There's a week of early voting that will start this upcoming week. We have runoffs on the Republican side, both the U.S. Senate and the governor's race and the lieutenant governor's race and the Secretary of State race, a lot of the constitutional offices. On the Democratic side, the Senator, John Ossoff, who's the incumbent, and the Keisha Lance Bottoms, the nominee, held a rally on Sunday, and they're going to run on a unified ticket, kind of getting a little bit of a head start. There are down ticket runoffs on the Democratic side. We would expect probably 1.5 million voters between the early voting and on Election Day. There hasn't been a lot of new polling. The last polls that I've seen would put Burt Jones slightly ahead in the governor's race, and in the Senate race, Mike Collins still has a pretty healthy lead over Derek Dooley, but it is a lead because the undecideds being so high that it is surmountable.
Now, why is it that Rick Jackson, and you've been with campaigns before, give me the good reason that somebody says don't debate. You're better off not to debate.
They both accepted debate invitations. They just didn't accept the same locations and the same sponsors. But I would think part of Mr. Jackson and his campaign's decision was it aired at 2 o'clock on a Monday. So
2 in the afternoon?
Yeah. How many people are going to see it on Georgia Public Broadcasting, even though it's statewide? And he's not the strongest debater. I mean, he has a lot of other strengths, but that's not one of his 8 classes. So risk a mistake on the air.
So so that's the idea is you're more likely to walk out of this with a problem
with
than
a ding
with
a ding that can be turned
right.
into a campaign ad that's airing the next day. That I mean, they didn't ask me, and I didn't get the chance to give him the advice. But and he did have a rally with about 500 people in Cobb County, and obviously the GPB audience would be larger than that. But how much of the audience, Jeff
Everybody
Hollander,
got chopsticks.
Yeah, watched an hour of conversation with one candidate. I don't know.
Already in the last
but
debate.
You get better at it. That's what I would say to him is, well, I guess that's the whole thing is he's jumping in late in life.
He got in February.
It's the first time, and it's also late in life to get into politics.
Correct. He's 72. He's a very successful businessman, but there's a different skill set.
Yes.
As we've seen with other business persons who've jumped into politics.
In the last debate that Rick Jackson did with Burt Jones, the Burt Jones campaign was able to turn around a question that was asked of Rick Jackson whether or not he had illegals working for his company, and he kind of hesitated. That's been an ad that I've seen a lot of, so that's probably a good reason why he did not debate this time around.
But that means you're a weak candidate or you have a weakness. The question is that that be your Achilles heel?
I would make the point this way. There's a different skill set for Ken Charles, who is the programming manager of this station, than the person who's sitting behind the microphone now or any of the other talk
You're talking
shows.
about how good-looking I am.
Well, good-looking, tall,
gray, that's what I figured,
all these things.
Yeah.
Ken does have a good beard. You've got a good beard. There are some similarities.
But let's face it.
The point is that different.
I'm the George Clooney of WSB.
Correct. The different strokes for different folks. He's not the strongest debater. It's a new skill set. You don't typically use that in business. And I think he decided that The negatives were probably higher than
Sure.
but he did agree to debate, and there is a debate that's still out there on June the 14th, but there will have already been a week of early voting that he has accepted.
Yeah, I think that's silly, by the way. I think all the debates should happen before the voting begins.
Well,
if they're going to back things up.
I don't disagree with you, but they
Yeah.
don't decide when the invitations come from the
No, I know
organization.
that. No, I know that. And I know it's difficult with runoffs because you don't know
But I
if
do
they're
like
going to happen or not.
runoffs in that we don't have 3 weeks of early voting. We only have
And
1
is that a new thing now?
No, just the runoffs
But
is-
I'm saying that there has to be some early voting for anything you do.
Yeah, it's by law.
Okay. Doesn't have to be 3 weeks, but there has to be some
No,
extended.
it's in the law how much there is, but there's only a month between the election and the runoff. So if you
Right.
had 3 weeks of early voting, it'd be like election, a couple days, start all over again.
Well, that'd be hilarious. We'd vote for 3 weeks and then just immediately the next day start voting.
Starting
for
voting all over again.
Seriously?
The state
Start
is,
voting
the state
for the
is just
fall
getting ready
election
to hold a
and-
risk management audit of, as they do after every election. They won't even have the ballots certified from the primary until June the 5th.
But July 1st, you can start voting for the actual election.
For November.
Yes. I think, yeah, long, what is it like? I think we should be the first to have 5 months of early voting.
Why not? It's fair.
It's fair. It's the most important thing is it's fair.
Now, Bill, I don't know if you saw this or not, with Ossoff and Keisha Lance Bottoms having that campaign rally at the Tabernacle on Sunday. I mean, Ossoff, his chest is puffed out. I mean, he's feeling good about going up against...
Hold on. We were talking about this, and it's because he is... Now, look, whether he's been a great senator, a good senator, a bad
He
senator...
looks very good for re-election.
I mean, yeah. He cannot believe his luck. Because a year and a half ago, he was considered to be the easiest knockoff.
It is interesting that he probably at this point brings more to Keisha Lance Bottom's campaign than she can bring to his one.
Right,
That's nuts.
right.
That's crazy.
And you're right. I don't know what you're going to play here, but you could just, Ossoff is just like, I can't believe the Republicans are handing me another term.
Yeah, he goes after Derek Dooley and Mike Collins here.
See, they tried to run Kemp, but he refused. So we're left with the congressman who's only a congressman because his daddy was a congressman, and the coach who's only a coach because his daddy was a coach. But Atlanta, it doesn't matter which one wins. They're both corrupt political insiders, and they're both pro-war, pro-tariff, and pro-cutting your health care. They're both Trump puppets, and we'll beat either one of them in November.
See, what I've noticed about him is he's not doing the Obama impersonation anymore. That must be more like what his actual... Remember, he had a very...
He did have phrasing very similar.
Very
I will
slow.
point out
Yeah.
that his mother was a Democratic National Committee woman that helped kind of start his political...
His father's a billionaire.
And I don't know about his father, but he had some...
Wait a minute. His father's a billionaire,
I
but his
believe
mother
so.
isn't?
Well, I guess she is by default.
By proxy?
They are affluent. I don't know if
By
it's a B or an
osmosis?
M in front of that.
I mean, if I was a billionaire, isn't my wife a...
She's a British national, and they're Jewish. But I know less about Mr. Ossoff. I've met Mrs. Ossoff.
I'm sorry, he's a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
now.
Okay, would you like to apologize? Would you like,
Yeah,
yes.
Democrats, it's better to be a multimillionaire.
Yeah, you don't want to be a billionaire. Remember Bernie Sanders used to go off about the millionaires and the billionaires?
Billionaires.
And then
Now it's just a billionaire.
Just
a millionaire.
He
Just a
became a
simple
millionaire.
millionaire.
Yeah, he became a millionaire, and all of a sudden, well, millionaires are fine.
Nazi schmatzi, vote for
Oh, we got to talk about that guy. We got to talk about that guy because now the other lady who left the race, the Democrat sitting governor,
but in Maine now.
in Maine,
Okay.
is now reminding people, hey, I'm still on the ballot
Well,
because
there's-
and I don't have a Nazi tattoo.
That is sort of the flip of the John Ossoff race, where the Democrats had everything to gain and looked like they were going to take Susan Collins' seat, her being a vulnerable 4 or 5 term incumbent at this point. But doesn't look that way now.
I think it'd be hilarious.
The front runner on the Democratic side had some unfortunate tattoos and texts.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is,
Facebook posts.
why
and
did
other
all
things.
this stuff just come out right now? I mean, let me tell you,
Most
I said
likely,
it,
the Collins campaign had some very adroit
and they
background
knew it.
research, and
they knew it. They'd
held
had it. They'd had it
held
for a long time.
Right,
These
and they're
texts
dropping
and
it late,
everything. Alex Williams says it's a bumper-to-bumper ride downtown.
Scattered rain all over Metro Atlanta and the heavy afternoon commute. Not a good combo, Eric. I am watching that heavy ride starting on I-85 southbound right around Georgia 400. 75 back before West Paces Ferry, and it just stays all brake lights until you get down to I-20. Not any better northbound, 75, 85 northbound. I'm seeing that ride slowing from about Langford Parkway up past Peachtree, Pine Street. And also a new crash leaving Midtown, 85 and northbound, North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. That's blocking the second right lane. Traffic brought to you by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield and Impact Fitness Foundation are bringing whole health to Atlanta area schools. Learn more at anthem.com/dream. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc. From the next report is in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
When a company works in your home, you find out fast if they're the real deal. Chris Chandler for the people I trust in my home. TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. They're fast, friendly, and fully stocked, highly trained, true pros that keep me informed and fix it right the first time. I just sit back, relax, and let TE certified handle everything. They're the real deal.
TE certified, we love your home.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Hey, what's with the frog?
He's going swimming.
In the living room?
Yeah, in our carpet swamp.
Water pooling in your carpet or floor? You've got a leak. Call Delta Plumbing, the educated plumber. With over 50 years' experience, they are the leak experts. Using state-of-the-art leak detection technology, they'll find and fix your leak without guessing games.
How fast can you get here?
Leak detection at educatedplumber.com. Problem solved.
There comes a moment when you look at your aging parents and think, I just want them safe. I want them at home, and I just want them cared for. Maybe your mom wants to stay in the house she lived in for 40 years. Maybe dad just isn't ready to leave his garden, but you know they can't do it alone anymore. It's Belinda Skelton. I recommend Atlanta-based Four Seasons Home Care. They specialize in helping your loved ones age in place in the comfort and dignity of their own homes. With caregivers you can actually trust, every single caregiver is thoroughly background checked and carefully vetted, because Four Seasons knows when someone steps into your parents' home, they're stepping into your family. Don't settle for just anyone when it comes to the people you love most. Do what I did when my parents needed help. Choose trusted, compassionate home care. Choose Four Seasons Home Care. Google and then call Four Seasons Home Care today.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope. Echoes that become second chances. Love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
All right, once again, This hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway is FIX Fix. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. All right, Bill Crane, this conversation may upset a few MAGA snowflakes. I don't know.
I'm fixing to burn them.
Don't do the fixing thing because it brings
I
back
know. Just
my
might
mom.
confuse.
You know, when I was now I have to tell people that when I was in third grade, we moved from Western New York to Memphis, Tennessee.
Welcome south.
And then about 6 months later, when I started speaking like my new friends, I'd say, "Mom, I'm fixing to go do whatever." Every time I would hear, "To fix is to mend or repair." It's like a tape loop in my mind.
Earworm.
Yes, it will not stop. So this Bill Pulte, who is from Atlanta, I guess.
Pulte Homes is the third
I'm sure there's
largest
some
home
people
builder in the
listening.
United States.
Give us all the
and
dirt.
Bill Pulte was appointed in the Trump administration, which doesn't have to be confirmed by the senator, as head of the FHFA, which is the Federal Housing Finance Authority.
Yeah.
And he's also the chair of Freddie Mae and Fannie Mac, which underwrite the mortgages for almost about 2/3 of homeowners.
And here's a guy who was put in a position where he has an interest. He has a business interest. Yeah.
and a company that is facing
also
a lot of challenges in regulation and challenges in lawsuits and not accredited by the Better Business Bureau.
I don't know the man, but his behavior over the last year says that he's kind of a scumbag. I don't know. That's an
He's
opinion.
acted sort of as a detective, if you will, in some respects for the Trump administration. He's the one who did all the research and led allegations of mortgage fraud on a Federal Reserve Bank member.
Stop right there. Because basically he went into the FHFA and spent his time
in their database
looking for any kind of mistakes or maybe even genuine lies or whatever.
Or irregularities
in paperwork that was filed. Everybody buys a home. Anybody who's a political opponent of Donald Trump has bought a home or had a business or whatever. And so his job in his mind, and he did it well from the point of view of Trump, was go in there and find some dirt on the people who are opposed to me in politics. And now he's going to get all of the intelligence, all of the worldwide. You think that this is not going to be used for
It does require Senate confirmation, but he has been named as Tulsi Gabbard's,
How long can
successor.
he do it without the Senate? I don't know exactly.
He can be the interim indefinitely.
What?
There's not a hard fast on when he can't be the full-fledged secretary.
Oh, so he doesn't have full authority?
He does have full authority, but right now we have an interim U.S. Attorney General who also requires Senate confirmation and might not ever get it, Todd Blanche.
So you can just keep. I misspoke earlier. I guess when you assume you make an ass out of you and me. I assume that there were drop dead dates inside.
I don't believe
here.
there's any constitutional or statutory time
this is the
frame on
beginning.
when you make.
So
it
what's
for-
a recess appointment then?
Recess appointment is between when Congress ends, and usually that's before the calendar year ends, and the next session begins. Same kind of thing is an end around.
Yeah.
You appoint somebody you want during that recess, and they have the appointment until the end of the term.
All right, let me float something here, because I could be wrong, but I believe they're up to something when it comes to November. I mean, really something. I don't mean. I mean, like.
Well, when
really,
you layer on things like the president requiring the U.S. Postal Service to present or to be presented documents by all 50 states of current registered voters so you can cross-reference.
Yes, yeah.
They've already asked Georgia and already have, in the case of Georgia, a record of all of our registered voters.
If he loses,
a way to challenge the registration.
If he loses,
he's
the
not
Senate,
running. Oh, yeah.
No,
okay,
if he
sorry.
loses the Senate.
He will, I think, at this point.
Okay, if he does.
By the way, folks, that's not
believe.
rooting for it. That's kind of what's happening when you chase four incumbent Republican senators out of office. You tend to not.
Yeah. I think it's not. He's not. So I don't believe. Like when you talk about these things are coming together in my mind right now. He doesn't care about whether the Senate
or the House,
but he doesn't care about getting these people approved by the Senate, because I believe
he won't have a majority.
He is going to deny that the Democrats run the Senate if they take over the Senate. And he is going to say, for the next 2 years, I don't even deal with these people because it was rigged and it's not right. I hope that I'm being delusional.
I want to recall you to a wager we had.
Hold on. So can you have another segment
fourth
here?
Term, yes.
All right. Alex Williams says construction is making 285 a mess by the airport.
Yeah, it's raining and they're trying to pave. Not a good combination here, Eric. 285 westbound, the inner loop ramping to I-85 near Old National Highway. Been in that right lane since about 9 o'clock this morning and no change. And it is an absolute parking lot now back before I-75. It's slowing 75 north from Forest Parkway, just trying to get onto I-285. 85 southbound leaving the airport stacked up from Camp Creek Parkway down to the south side perimeter. And I've just found new trouble in East Atlanta. Crash I-20 eastbound Boulevard, exit number 59, blocking multiple left center lanes. You can use Memorial Drive as an alternate. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Nothing makes a home feel refreshed like a fresh coat of paint. Ashley Frasca to tell you about Serta Pro Painters. This spring, invite them out to your home to give you a free estimate quickly and at the right price. I enjoyed working with their team of professionals who protected my home during the job, got it done right, and then cleaned up, leaving us happy and relaxed. Do what I did. Schedule your free estimate online now at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C.
Each Serta Pro Painter's business is independently owned and operated.
After moving a few times, you learn a thing or two. Like always lift boxes with your knees. And to choose Scana Energy as your natural gas provider. With great options fit for every home, Scana gives Mama Bear and I peace of mind during this hectic time. Oh, last tip, keep the tape away from your Cubs or you may not get it back. For a limited time, receive a $60 bill credit when you sign up. Call 1-877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/mover60. Limited time offer, additional terms and conditions apply.
Breda guarantees your termite protection and will lock in your rate for 10 years. Breda is also proud to sponsor Scotts Lakes, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
A DUI conviction could cost you your career, threaten your way of life, and even compromise your future job prospects. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With all this on the line, trust only the best. George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 5:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. WSB's top local story: executions delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic could be moving forward soon following a ruling from the Georgia Supreme Court.
In a unanimous ruling, Georgia's highest court finds a previous agreement to halt executions for 9 inmates because of access to the COVID vaccine no longer applies. During oral arguments, Solicitor General John Henry Thompson said these inmates can't continue to escape justice.
With the pandemic emergency in the state's rearview mirror, the justice system is operating normally. Executions have and will continue to take place under safe and fair conditions.
The state's last execution was in 2024. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
You may want to fill up your gas tank before it gets too late. Georgia's temporary gas tax suspension is going to end tonight as Governor Kemp decides not to extend it. The tax break saves drivers about 33 cents per gallon and roughly $14 per month on average. Democrats and Republicans balk at President Trump's pick for Director of National Intelligence. Delaware Senator Chris Coons says housing regulator Bill Pulte has zero national security experience.
And someone who has shown not just a willingness but an enthusiasm to use
inappropriately gotten mortgage information to go after President Trump's opponents. That is a really chilling sign.
Any nomination would have to move through the closely divided Senate Intelligence Committee, and one Republican no vote could tank it. The Decatur man, accused of stabbing a woman to death on a MARTA train over the weekend, is now facing federal charges. U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says John Elijah Matthews is being charged with committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system.
We're leaning into this, and not at the request of local law enforcement, but on our own initiative, bringing federal charges against Matthew for this crime because we absolutely believe that Atlanta deserves to have a safe transportation system.
Hertzberg says Matthews is currently in state custody, but he expects him to appear in federal court soon as well. Matthews could face the death penalty if convicted. The FBI is offering a $10,000 reward now for information leading to the arrest of a prisoner who escaped a South Georgia facility. He's 34-year-old Arthur Cofield and somehow escaped this prison weeks ago. He was serving an 11-year sentence for identity theft and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. The FBI says he has extensive ties to Metro Atlanta and should be considered armed and dangerous. President Trump says he will abide by a court ruling temporarily blocking his so-called anti-weaponization fund. Catherine Faulders reports another judge in Florida is digging into how the IRS settlement even came about.
She wants answers about whether Trump in his personal capacity essentially colluded with the government he runs from the beginning to extract money, if you will, from the federal government.
Backlash from lawmakers in both parties has been stalling reconciliation talks. If you've ever left something behind in an Uber, you're far from alone.
Uber says the most commonly forgotten items, no surprise, are cell phones, wallets, luggage, and keys. Sundays, that's the day most people are likely to leave something in a vehicle. And this year, among the items that ride-hailers left in their Uber cars, a brand new mini fridge, a 75-gallon fish tank, a police ankle monitor, 2 separate wedding gowns, and a group picture with Donny Osmond. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
The family of a student in California is actually filing a complaint saying a police officer used excessive force and violated the child's civil rights. Police had been called to a school after a fight between 2 students at lunch.
How does a police officer hit somebody in the head multiple times with a closed fist while they're on the ground, defenseless, not attacking anybody?
That's a family attorney. He says the dispute between 2 boys never turned violent. Videos after police arrived show an officer actually pulling one of the kids by his hair. It's 5:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather to the WSB 24-hour traffic center now. And Alex Williams with Triple Team Traffic.
Watching all lanes being shut down and now reopened in East Atlanta, I-20 eastbound, Boulevard exit 59, just before you get to Moreland Avenue. Georgia State Patrol just escorted a crash to the right shoulder. It's bumper to bumper behind it, almost back to Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, but hopefully those delays should start to improve. Hadn't done any favors to the connector north or southbound trying to get onto I-20 eastbound. And then coming up through northeast Atlanta into Brookhaven, heads up for a crash, where I also see raindrops on the JM Cam. 85 northbound, North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. That is blocking a second right lane, adding to delays on 85 northbound, stretching back toward or before Georgia 400. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with scattered rain showers moving through the metro area. The rain will come to an end just before midnight, then drying out and cooling down for tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Staying cool and breezy by June standards for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 78. That's trending about 10 degrees below average for early June. It will stay dry through the rest of this week, Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. Morning lows in the mid-50s, daytime highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. The next chance of rain is not until Sunday afternoon.
Temperature is 78 degrees now on Peachtree Street at 5:35. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
When it comes to home services companies, TE Certified checks every box. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I'm a happy customer of TE Certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Highly trained experts who fix it right the first time. Check. On time, friendly, and fully stocked. Check. Highest level of communication and lifetime warranty. Check. I can relax while they handle everything. It all checks out.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Introducing All Care, preventative health and immediate access for your urgent medical needs without urgent copays, 7 days a week at 15 Atlanta area locations. From scrapes and sniffles to long-term care, including chronic conditions, weight management, and even behavioral health. Plus convenient online scheduling, same-day appointments, and availability for urgent needs and walk-ins, including after hours and on weekends. Remember, primary care plus immediate care equals all care.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
Steel Horse Law, true motorcycle accident specialist. SteelHorseLaw.com.
Closing on your new home? Congratulations! Peach State Hardwood Floors has a housewarming gift just for you. $1,000 off your floor replacement, plus 12 months of financing at 0%. We handle everything from helping you select the perfect floor to delivery, installation, and final cleanup. No stress, no surprises, just a home that feels brand new. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at peachstatehardwood.com. Peach State Hardwood. Hardwood without the hassle.
All right, Bill Crane. I think you'll agree with me that Jared Yamamoto has a massive TDS condition going on right now.
I feel for Jared having that lobbed his way.
Yeah.
I've been called that and worse for the better part
Listen,
of 2
don't
years
even-
now. So
I
welcome to
love
my
it.
neighborhood and clubhouse.
God forbid I solve problems.
If someone says to me Trump derangement syndrome, I love it. It's so easy for me. I'm like, okay, there's no need to talk to this person anymore.
What about
I'm only going to be alive. Same thing.
That's a
I'm only going to be
classic.
alive for so long. It's like, if you're going to do that, like do it at the beginning of the conversation so that I can not waste time. Like I'll know exactly what
I
I'm doing.
still am surprised when I get that from people who I've known 30 and 40 years. You know, people
Well-
I went to high school or college with who, we all occasionally have differences of opinion.
Yeah, but this is
I'm
the
a
dumbest
big
thing
believer
to
in-
abandon a friend.
Yeah.
Or,
Well,
or someone
have you
care
dealt with
about.
cults before? Do you understand how cults work? Are you
It's
aware
ridiculous.
of this?
On either side, it's just stupid.
Well, yeah, there's plenty of it on the left.
I can't talk to my dad anymore because he voted for Trump. Well, you're a loser.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? One day your dad's going to be in the hospital
Yeah.
and you're going to feel terrible about how you acted like this 20 years ago. And that's something people are just going to have to deal with. Bill, before I didn't let you go because I was talking about this Bill Pulte. What?
I can't let you go.
I can't let you go, Bill.
You had me at something. In
It's
his
that
deep
full
national security
head of
credentials.
hair. Full head of hair, I tell you. Is there
Eric,
a
let
fan?
go. Let
Is there
go,
a
Eric.
fan on everywhere you go? It just seems to be billowing always. So yeah, this Bill Pulte. I mean, I think he's a dangerous individual. I know he has Atlanta ties. Maybe he's got family members listening who go, you don't know, he's such a great guy. I'm just looking at the way he handled himself. He still is the head of the FHFA.
Pulte Homes is a successful company. That does not mean
Started
that
by his
as-
grandfather.
That does not mean that the man who's running it, or was until he took this federal position, is acting with the best interest of the U.S. taxpayers in mind.
No, he's not. His job, as he understands it, not as he understands it, because he loves it. You know, some sycophants are just actually look down on the person that they're cozying up to because they want something more. My opinion is this Bill Pulte, he loves being a sycophant. He agrees with Trump. As Trump goes, he says, Trump is America. In these two minds, what's good for Trump is good for America. What's bad for Trump is bad for America. A lot of people that are sycophants around Trump, I think, are probably understand that that's not true, but this is a way to play the game. This Bill Pulte, I don't think, is playing the game. I think that he 100%
Say he's winning
believes
that game, but as we learned in the break, it is a 210-day period that you can be the interim.
Yes. You were wrong about
I was
that.
wrong. I was incorrect. But
But there's still games you can play.
But we're at war.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard was a member of the military, had the right credentials as far as committee appointments in the U.S. House as a Democrat. And this gentleman has no military service experience, no State Department experience, no intelligence experience, and he's not leaving his current job, which, again, he runs Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, and the Federal Housing Authority not HUD, 3 different essentially federal agencies, and he's going to continue in those roles in addition to being.
You know what, Bill? I think sometimes we make the mistake. All of us, we make the mistake of trying to judge this administration based on norms and protocols. First of all, as far as Trump is concerned, Trump is the head of each of these agencies. I put people in there because I can't be there all day. So in reality, Trump makes all of these calls. The people who get promoted to the next thing are the people who are closest to him, tightest to him in his circle as loyal friends. In Trump's mind, lapdogs. Yeah. In Trump's mind, that's the only thing that matters. This guy, Bill Pulte, he's going to be 100% loyal. And now if you walk in and go, he's got 0 experience, we're in the middle of a war, it's turning into possibly a quagmire, also isn't running Freddie and Fannie and the FHFA. I mean, how much time does this guy have? It doesn't matter to Trump. Because to Trump is the head of every agency. And if Trump had the time or could clone himself, Trump at some agency would never not be loyal to Trump, right? So that's what he's looking for. He's looking for himself sitting in that chair. And the way you do that is through 100% loyalty and being a lapdog. It doesn't matter. Tulsi Gabbard has not made one decision since she's been there. Tulsi Gabbard, you look at her career in the administration, it's quite obvious that in the first couple of meetings, she started going on about the anti-neocon stuff and whatever. And at one point, she walked out of the Oval Office. Trump turned to his buddies and went, yap, 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 get that lady out of my ear. And she has nothing to do with Iran. She wasn't part of those discussions. And the reason, I'm just saying that we got to start talking about this as an anomaly, this administration, and how it runs. There's nothing unusual about him not having any credentials because as far as Trump is concerned, he's the head of the DNI, and he's the head of FHFA, and all of these things, they all just do what they're told to do anyway. It's not a cabinet where they're walking in and going with different ideas. Well, sir, I disagree. It's not like that. It's just who will do what I tell them to do with the least amount
sort of a battle to who compliments him first.
That's what's going on now. You mentioned this guy keeps showing up, during press conferences. Why is he there?
Air Force One. That have nothing to do with his job. He was basically behind the president on the ramp on the jetway, handing him renderings of the White House ballroom during a recent press briefing.
Yeah. Because he's just the buddy, the loyalty,
the lapdog.
The lapdog. We use words like lapdog and sycophant, but
I have other words.
His word is loyalty.
Now, remember, Trump did give one compliment to Tulsi while she was there.
She's like hotter than everybody.
Hotter than everybody. She's gorgeous. Love that streak of white in her beautiful hair.
Oh, I hope I get. I was thinking about this, and the president is convinced that in 50 years he's still going to be the topic of conversation. You see this was president.
It may be, but not the conversation as he foresees.
No, but look, people don't even talk about Reagan anymore. There's not an understanding with these politicians. Yes, political people talk about Reagan, but the average person doesn't. They don't understand.
Well, they don't talk about FDR either. I mean, in the sense of greatness.
That's my point. Okay. That's my point is that when he's trying to do everything he can to be permanent, but it's not a permanent job. The job itself is here today, gone tomorrow. MAGA doesn't understand that. In 10 years, your movement won't exist.
From the Trump Kennedy Center, I got to say, we got to go. And I know I'm out of clock, but
right.
He took the federal. It doesn't look like he's going to appeal his name coming off the Kennedy Center, and he's giving the Kennedy Center to Congress.
Yeah. Also, the slush fund is on hold.
The only thing, a few losses in the last
right now, the only thing holding the constitutional republic together. I'm not saying save the country, because if Trump had never been born, this country would have a million problems. But the only thing saving the concept of constitutional republic in this country right now, and the rule of law, is the judiciary, because Congress doesn't exist. And so that's all we can be thankful for. He's not doing this stuff because he's been told, you can't put your name up there, And he thought, I can do anything I want, and what he's found out in the last 6 months or so is you kind of do have to do what judges tell you. And you want to know why, Donald Trump? Because I'm not the president, and I have to do what judges tell me. So if I have to as a citizen, and if you are serving me, if I have to do what judges tell me, that means You have to do what judges tell you to do. And, I'd like to say he's been humbled. I don't think that's possible. He just knows how great he is, and these people are trying to stop his greatness. I don't care what he thinks about it. The Constitution itself is being saved right now by the judiciary, and I appreciate that. He already told us. Oh, no, Bill Crane. How do we get more Bill Crane?
I'll keep it short. Bill Crane, CSI.com. Bill Crane, One Man's Opinion. Google those, and you'll come up with that as well as most of my socials.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
You're watching California closely, I'm sure.
I'm enjoying the conversation. And I want to hear about, you were talking more than Bill. It's a conversation! I was yelling at myself.
Okay.
Alex Williams has better news on 85 in Northeast Atlanta.
That's right, Eric. We had a crash that I've been watching in the second right lane. It got to the right shoulder, 85 northbound, North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Once you get into past that, it's going to stay a speed limit ride until you hit 285. Then the brake lights will be with you up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99 in Norcross. You jam up again and out of Duluth into Swanee from 316 up to 985. Roughest part of 400 northbound's in Sandy Springs from I-285 up to Northridge Road, exit 6. 75 northbound just on and off the brakes between Marietta and Ackworth. Some southbound delays leaving Delk Road, all trying to ramp on to I-285. Where 285 south, you're going to be on and off the brakes the whole way through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20, the West Freeway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
Heads up crash involving several vehicles.
Depend on us to make sure you get where you need to be on
Alternates
time.
needed this morning between Buford and Swanee.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Some of the alternates to get you around this include Memorial Drive in East Ponce.
WSB Triple Team
A car
Traffic.
has flipped over 20 westbound.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
So, how much did they raise the price of your termite bond renewal this time? Switch to Breda Pest Management and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
It's Scott Slade, and here's how the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air can get you ready for the hot and humid days of summer. If it's time to replace your air conditioning system, the Ragsdale System Design Specialist can give you a quote today and have your new system installed as soon as the next day. And you'll be confidently comfortable for the next 15 years with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. You can trust Ragsdale for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs. Schedule online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, if you got weekend plans, make sure your home is ready for them. I called Wise Guys Pro Wash and boom, the house, driveway, and patio were spotless. They even cleaned the roof. I didn't even have to be home. They are truly professionals using the top equipment in the industry, and their soft washing kept my home safe and damage-free, and the results, incredible. Wise Guys has more than 2,000 five-star reviews, and I know why now. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off your next service. Book today at wiseguysprowash.com.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
All right. We got to stop talking about sports because we're back on the air. We're dudes.
It's getting exciting.
You know, Autumn's in Baltimore, so she can't break it up. So,
all those politics, all the sports.
And the sex.
What's a girl to do?
Falcons have 2 number 1 quarterbacks taking them into the season.
It's going to be a great year.
That's right.
It's going to be. Who do you think is going to get it? I'm asking Autumn. Don't be misogynist.
Oh, I apologize.
My mom?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that'd be good because we can bring her back from the dead. I'd be able to
Well,
see her again.
And she'll lead them to a Super Bowl.
That's a positive thing. I would be able to say hello to her.
My mom could be the running back.
Yes. I mean, what a story. They'll want to bring back Sports Illustrated for that story.
They'll be on the cover. The swimsuit.
Oh, yeah. I think it's about time for my mom to be on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition.
They can hold the Super Bowl trophy
Skin
together.
and bones.
She's neither of those things.
You come back as you were when you died.
Oh, okay. You
She,
don't come back like however you are now.
Well, she would come back as Ash.
A pile.
If it would just be Ash. 'Cause that's,
2 piles of ash next to the
So
Lombardi
skinny.
shirt.
Oh, she lost so much weight.
You taking Ozempic? What's going on? They say she's got Ozempic dust.
I heard that's one of the side effects.
Yeah, you open it up, it looks weird.
Yeah, you turn into dust.
Yeah,
Your body can turn to dust.
You know, I
think Tua is what's gonna happen is he'll get the job. He'll probably get hurt and lose the job. to
That's
Penix.
probably what's gonna happen.
That's what I think is gonna happen.
And then he'll get
a
when
concussion.
Penix gets hurt.
Penix will be able to hold.
He'll have like 5
Penix will be
weeks
healthier
off.
than you think.
By the way, it's likely to go that way. Tua will win the job, and then Tua will get probably a concussion or something. Really seems to be the only. Well, he's got some problems with his. I think he had a hip problem. And then Penix will come in, and you'll get that. You know, like Tua's playing for us. Then Penix will get hurt because he always gets hurt. And at that point, Tua will be out of the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to go. And I think because they're both having so many. What is that? That's like 3 first days. And the energy that comes with the first day.
That's right.
And Trevor Siemian will take him all the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's our practice squad guy.
I think.
Slash
what?
third stringer.
Huh?
Trevor Siemian is our third stringer.
He's still in the league?
He sure is.
Yeah.
He's on the Falcons.
Hasn't he been around since like 2012?
We looked at this early. We looked this up earlier.
Oh,
He
that's
hasn't
right.
been around as long as you think.
Okay.
But I mean, he is older.
Oh, that's right. That's the one I got wrong. I thought he was. I got him confused
The
with
Texans quarterback.
the other guy. The other guy.
The other one.
I really did my homework on this. You know, we don't do these conversations if I don't do a deep dive. And whenever you hear me say, "Yeah, the other guy," it's just well, Eric was up late with homework last night. He didn't want to hit the airwaves without having his ducks in a row. Are your ducks in a row, George?
Oh yeah, of course.
All my birds are.
We thought George blow dried his hair today, but he said, "No, I just didn't take a shower." Looks good though. Is this your new strategy to get the ladies?
Trying everything.
3-day-old pheromones?
Yes.
Smart, man. I'm telling you, that grease works better than goop.
Yeah. You got to create your own organic musk.
It works.
Alex Williams says I-20 is slow into downtown.
Yeah, that eastbound ride's pretty jammed up through West Atlanta. Eric, starting just east of Holmes Drive to the downtown connector. The delays will stick with you out through East Atlanta, getting past this crash that's been on the right shoulder of Boulevard exit 59. Some westbound delays from Moreland Avenue. Over in West Atlanta, 20 westbound. That ride jams in Martin Luther King Jr. Drive over to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. And on the south side, that construction still in the right lane, and it has ruined your afternoon commute on the south side perimeter. Right lane block 285 west on ramping on to 85 south, and those delays are bumper to bumper back before 75. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
A word of caution for motorcycle riders. Remember, 18-wheelers have bigger blind spots, and it takes them longer to stop than a smaller vehicle. Eric Von Hassler here to remind you that if an 18-wheeler forces you to lay your bike down, you need to call in Steel Horse Law. Attorney George Stein is a motorcycle rider, and he understands bikers' needs. Get more info and request a free Rider's Advantage card at steelhorselaw.com.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs, pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation, with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you, with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
Dave Baker here. If you're building decks in Georgia, you already know that the heat, humidity, rain, and termites don't give you much margin for error. That's why contractors rely on Randall Brothers. Whether it's pressure-treated lumber, cedar, or capped composite built for moisture resistance and long-time performance, the team at Randall Brothers helps you choose the right material for southern conditions. In Georgia, durability matters, and so does expert guidance. Randall Brothers, widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
You can sell your home the old way, wait for offers, deal with constant showings, juggle timelines, and hope everything works out. Or you can use Orchard. Hey, it's Eric Von Hassler. Orchard gives you cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next one first. That means no rushing, no double moves, and no scrambling to line up two closings at the same time. Once you've moved into your new home, Orchard handles the rest. They take care of repairs, upgrades, staging, and professional marketing designed to help your old home sell for top dollar. And when it sells, you get the proceeds, your second payout. It's a simpler, more flexible way to move that gives you more control and less stress from start to finish. Thousands of homeowners are already making the switch to Orchard. Start with a free home valuation today at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
When you run a business, no day is ever the same. One moment you're working on improving your employees' experience, the next you're putting out an unexpected fire.
Can I get the report?
With all the hustle and bustle, it's easy for energy management to fall to the bottom of the list. With Georgia Power's Commercial Energy Efficiency Program, you can get rebates on high-efficiency equipment upgrades, helping you save energy today and money for whatever tomorrow brings. That's one of the ways we're here for Georgia businesses.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. WSB's top local story, the death penalty could be on the table for a Decatur man now charged with killing a 66-year-old woman on a MARTA train last week. U.S. Attorney for Georgia's Northern District Theodore Hertzberg tells WSB after hearing about this shocking stabbing on May 30th, he realized there is a federal charge which could apply to John Elijah Matthews. It's committing an act of violence causing death on a mass transportation system.
Atlanta deserves to have a safe transportation system, especially as FIFA is coming up, and that people who commit acts of violence on the MARTA train are held accountable and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law in federal court.
Hertzberg says Matthews could appear in federal court in coming days. He's already facing state charges. Now, we have learned that a grand jury could also indict Matthews sometime soon. MARTA security video shows Matthews standing next to the 66-year-old woman who was sitting near the door and looking at her phone, and then he pulled out a folding knife, stabbing her approximately 20 times in the chest and neck. The two had no interaction. prior. It's 74 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards says we're going to see some pop-up showers this afternoon, sort of drying out overnight with lows in the 50s. Tomorrow, going to be a little bit cooler with highs in 78 or so. Beautiful sunshine, she says. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast is straight ahead. All new this half hour is breaking from Capitol Hill. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says the Trump administration is backing off its so-called anti-weaponization fund. The revelation coming during a House Appropriations Subcommittee hearing, as he noted pending legal challenges.
There's been an injunction, a temporary injunction filed in EDVA. There's litigation in D.C. There's litigation in the Southern District of Florida. But notwithstanding what we do in those litigations and defending our rights and making sure our rights are protected, we're not moving forward with the fund.
It comes after the Justice Department says it will abide by a court ruling that temporarily paused the fund, which got notable backlash from lawmakers in both parties and stalled reconciliation talks. Gwinnett County Sheriff's deputies arrest a man for taking money from a veterans organization.
The Sheriff's Department says they've placed Walter Schultz under arrest for taking money from the Central Gwinnett Veterans Association. He was serving as quartermaster for the organization, which means he was in charge of paying bills, making purchases, and the overall finances. Investigators say while he was in that position, Schultz allegedly wrote 4 checks to himself, classifying them as loans, and also took cash for personal use. He's now facing felony and misdemeanor theft charges. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
In Washington, D.C., Alzheimer's advocates from Georgia and across the nation are gathering to push for legislation to help those battling the disease.
Currently, over 188,000 people 65 and older are living with Alzheimer's disease here in Georgia. And what's more,
billions of economic impact for caregivers as well as those living through the disease.
Gannon Murphy, vice chair of the board of the Georgia chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, says advocates from Georgia's 16 districts are in Washington pushing for bipartisan support for the Alzheimer's Screening and Prevention Act. It would give Medicare the authority to cover biomarker blood tests to detect Alzheimer's disease before symptoms start. That would allow individuals the opportunity to access treatment sooner and plan for the future. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A pandemic-induced reprieve for death row inmates is coming to an end in Georgia as the state Supreme Court rules an agreement halting executions until the COVID-19 vaccine was available to everyone has lived out its course. Georgia Solicitor General John Henry Thompson argued in March.
With the pandemic emergency in the state's rearview mirror, the justice system is operating normally. Executions have and will continue to take place under safe and fair conditions.
The unanimous opinion reverses a Fulton County judge's ruling. Opponents had said because there was no vaccine for infants, the delay should stand. MARTA delays the launch of its anticipated new rail cars.
The Transit Authority says safety testing on the new rail cars continues to move forward, but it won't be finished by Thursday's planned launch. During the 2025 unveiling, MARTA Chief Operating Officer George Wright said the new cars represented the future.
The real potential of this train is to become a destination and an experience in and of itself.
They hoped to have the trains in service in time for the World Cup. No new launch date has been announced. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Meta rolled out teen accounts on Instagram to a little fanfare a couple of years ago. Now they're expanding them to Facebook and WhatsApp. Correspondent Mike Dubosky says it's going to give parents more control over what their kids see.
It's also now going to start limiting how long teens spend looking at content related to certain topics like nutrition and weightlifting, which Meta says can be helpful on their own, but should be balanced with other types of content.
The changes will also make teenagers' accounts private by default. It's 6:05. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes, but right now we're starting WSB Triple Team Traffic. Alex Williams, how's that drive home?
It is slow in a lot of spots, especially that south side perimeter, Veronica, where they are still in the right lane with construction. It's been out there since 10 o'clock this morning on I-85 southbound near Old National Highway. It's got 85 south slow from Camp Creek Parkway. 285 westbound really feeling the brunt of it with delays starting before I-75, so just allow extra time or plan your alternates there. Traffic troopers just told me about this new stall. I see it on the jam cam in Marietta. Police with it in the left lane, 75 northbound, just before South Marietta Parkway exit 263. Luckily, only a brief slow zone as you get past that. And 400 northbound, still seeing the delays in Sandy Springs from 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with scattered rain showers moving through the metro area. The rain will come to an end just before midnight, then drying out and cooling down for tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Staying cool and breezy by June standards for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 78. That's trending about 10 degrees below average for early June. It will stay dry through the rest of this week, Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. Morning lows in the mid-50s, daytime highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. The next chance of rain is not until Sunday afternoon.
It's 71 degrees in Douglasville, 72 in Vinings, and 75 in Midtown Atlanta at 6:06. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Oh, you learn something new about your friends every day. Hour 4.
Nuclear.
Of the von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. How long have we known each other? Since 2000 or something?
Yeah, 99 I met you.
Okay, so we're 27 years into this friendship. And I just found out that you're one of those people who says nuclear.
Nuclear.
No, when you're thinking about
that's not what you said. You
when
said nuclear.
When you're thinking about it, you say nuclear.
I
but
did
when,
say it was a nuclear megaship.
Yes, you did.
Nuclear.
Yeah. Very George W. Bush of you.
What's the...
if only I were more like him.
I got to say, first of all, I think just, updating on the von Hessler brain and his life, this is what everybody cares about, right? I think maybe I was a little too harsh on the McCartney album yesterday. I had a good experience driving in today. Had a good, sometimes with albums, especially when a new album comes out from somebody that you've bought other albums, what I find is sometimes I have to get over, and by the way, this is not a wildly positive review necessarily. What I'm saying is I do find this, that I think I know what the next album by whoever I like, I know what it should sound like. And sometimes you have to get over being let down that they didn't make the album that exactly you wanted. And then you have to listen like 5 or 6 or 7 times, and you start to kind of get what they're doing. And I think that's what happened today. I got a good.
You're on Team Paul then.
Well, no, I've always been on Team Paul. I was wondering whether or not it was overproduced.
Oh, well, you silly little ungrateful little bird in Baltimore, Maryland. Not a big fan.
Yeah, well, she doesn't. She thinks that I don't know. She's kind of an ageist.
Well, I've given her decades,
of
musical enjoyment, but she wants, sweep me under the rug.
No, Paul.
Put me out to pasture. Well, I've got news for you, Dolly.
Uh-huh.
Paul McCartney's not going nowhere.
Okay, that's great.
I mean,
that's fine.
How old are you,
have to...
love?
Well, I'm about to be 44.
Maybe she's a Monkees fan, EVH.
Maybe she likes the Monkees.
Well, there's only one of them around. They've only got one left.
Walking down the street.
I still got Ringo. I'm sorry you don't like me being out
It's
there.
not that I don't like you, Paul. It's more that I respect you.
Yeah.
That I kind of wish that, if you still had the creative...
I mean, I could still write beautiful songs,
Absolutely.
He does write. Now, hold on. You can't say he doesn't write good songs.
Great
He just
songs.
can't sing.
I didn't... Oh, wait a second.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
That.
I'll still sing.
Oh, no, I know, but it's not. You got to admit, it's not what it used to be.
Oh, darling.
Here comes Peter Cottontail.
Believe me, I'll never do you no harm.
See, that's what Autumn doesn't like that.
I know.
Yeah, she's.
I've just seen a face I can't forget the time and place where we just
Paul,
met.
can I make my case?
She seems very ungrateful.
Well,
to
your
me.
case has already been made. I should be dead.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Whoa.
She sounds like to me.
I'd rather Paul be dead than be alive.
my
I'm making good music and touring.
Listen.
I go out on a tour and I do my media and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, we'll take the old man and put him out to pasture. Let him die on a vine."
He is making a point about ageism there, I think, a little bit. I don't know if he's right or not, but
I would love to make a point, but I can't. So.
Well, because you're a woman.
Whoa, Paul.
Hey, he's from a different time.
He's
guys.
also very upset with you.
Truth be told, I agree more with John than. Of course, he let a woman take him over.
That tripping song. I mean, you were so relatable. In
What
that
tripping song?
That
All
song.
right, by the way, I
Let
gotta
Autumn make a point then.
I got to push back on Jared here because he brought this up. Somebody brought this up yesterday because I said, that, is it cringe that he has this tripping song? And then you're like, he's trying to be relevant. I do have to point out, he invented that. Like,
what?
Psychedelic, trippy pop music.
Yeah,
There's a
him in a
little bit of
collective,
George,
yes.
right? And we sat
no.
down with John and we did the diddly thing. And then I said, well, the birds are really sharp right now, guys. Let's take the birds and put a little bit of Ravi Shankar in there.
No, you can't doubt this. There was psychedelia in the air, but the Beatles wrote and recorded the most popular psychedelic songs of all time.
That's what I'm saying. I think that
most
he
psychedelic
gets
music
some
sucks.
He doesn't get all of the credit, but he gets some credit.
No, I'm
for
saying that I think that the cringe for me would be, is he trying to recapture something? And when I heard
That's what I felt.
well, that's what I didn't think. I thought you were saying, is he trying to be something he's never
No,
been?
I feel like he's trying to capture like his younger days. Or that,
Aren't we
after hearing
all?
that song.
Well, Autumn made me so mad last night I ate a hamburger. Now let us speak.
Yes, Autumn. What do you have to say to Sir Paul McCartney? He's very, you wouldn't believe it, his face is red.
Paul, I'm not saying that you should stop.
Okay.
I'm saying that you should continue to write. Go ahead and keep writing.
Sure.
Give those songs to people.
Who, to
you
my
know,
boy?
Not your daughter. She's already a billionaire. She doesn't need anything else.
He writes his own songs, so he doesn't need your songs. Right?
Great. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Write your songs.
Okay.
Get all the publishing
Okay,
rights
yeah,
for it.
right.
Get all the money for that. That's fine. And
Maybe
then
Beyonce will record.
sure, whatever. And then you get to be like, it can be, a
Tay-Tay.
collab with a collaboration with Sir Paul McCartney. You don't
Wouldn't that
have
be
to keep
like
singing.
like Sinatra did the duets album. I could do duets with like.
No, she doesn't want to hear your voice.
No, that's the thing, Paul.
Give it to
The
somebody.
Singing, listen, you've been a singer your entire life.
Right.
It is time for that part
what
to
else
be
can I
put
do?
to bed.
She's saying you could write songs and give them to other people.
Well, I'll say she's on the no-show list, right?
She's on the.
She can't go to a show.
Come
That's
to-
fine. I'm not going to the
She's
show
not
anyway
allowed?
because it wouldn't be enjoyable.
She's not allowed.
She was going to come to the show.
She's a little negative, I guess.
BWI,
That's no
right?
problem. I'm not begging to go to the show. I am begging you
If I were to give you,
relax
like, if
and
I were
stop
to say-
singing. The singing part's
I'm
over.
very relaxed. I'm a billionaire.
You know-
If I were to give you like 2 VIP tickets, right? Would you come backstage and hang out? That would be something.
Yes, and I would say, do you want to like?
You wouldn't want to
maybe do
come
something
meet
else?
Sir Paul McCartney backstage and hang out with me.
Do I want to hang out with you?
Yeah.
If I was playing there
Sure.
and I said Autumn,
I'm not averse to
Awesome.
to Sir Paul McCartney. I'm not.
Well, it sounds, but she seems very negative. I
Ringo will be there.
Yeah, well, that's a reason to show up.
Well,
right
that's
there.
definitely I'm not going.
You'll even do an autograph because he's
Oh,
all,
you get the
you know,
duet.
he's
Hey,
an
guess what? If Ringo gives me an
anti-autograph.
autograph, it's going in the trash.
At least sell it on eBay.
So he was
We would
before
do that though. We would do the duet of the song
Yeah.
that we
Do it live.
did.
I think you're pulling your punches a little bit because before we got on, it was very much
Roland,
this.
calm down a
I've given this
I've
woman
given-
so
I
much
didn't say
joy
woman, I said
in
the
her
bee,
life.
The bee,
Yeah, you did. You said I've given the bee
the bird.
so much in her life, so much entertainment, and now she wants to just toss me in the trash.
She's even got a print of Help. It's not the whole thing, but she's got most
I have
of
the
it.
weird American version that has like the movie soundtrack, like the movie
Oh, it's
the
terrible.
background music on. It's awful.
Well, I have to agree that.
Look, see, you guys got some agreements. So now maybe all you got to do is convince Autumn that an 83-year-old Paul McCartney needs to be recording.
What we'll
and-
do is we'll
Yeah, that's a man that can't sing anymore should definitely
No.
still be recording himself singing. That's,
All right,
that's
now
what you're gonna
I got to
convince me?
say though that there are positive aspects of this album. It's not the album.
I'm not saying there aren't.
beautiful music.
And some of the songs, they're I don't know. There's always
Let me
the
just
voice.
ask a straight up question, black or white.
Yeah.
Is his voice still good?
No.
Yes.
Compared to what? Let's say,
Dylan,
okay, hold on.
Dylan.
Things that are enjoyable to
We
listen
could
to?
be
Dylan.
listening to Saws, Electric Saws. I
no,
like it better
I'm
than
talking
that.
singing.
You know, I was thinking about doing one of those, the saw.
Uh-huh.
You know, the guys in the park who play the saw.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, that like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like Hawaiian music, right?
Yeah.
So
That'd
maybe,
be better than you singing, honestly.
maybe Jack Johnson and I could get together to like a
Play the
Beach
guitar
Boys
with Jack
album.
Johnson. Let him doop-de-doo
And we
for
could
you.
sing some Beach Boys songs.
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And Mike Love and
Whatever.
I could go out
Well,
together.
listen, Sir Paul.
Yes.
The album is growing on me,
I'm glad.
and I'm there.
You ought to
I'm
give it
enjoying
another
it.
listen then.
I'm enjoying it more.
I know.
Try it.
Sometimes that happens, though. You
I'm
have
glad
to.
of you, Eric. Sorry, Jared. Man.
Yeah.
You have to listen to an album a couple of times. I know-
Marshmallow and I are getting together.
Well,
doing a little
I
thing.
really want you to collab with John Summit. That Control Escape album, I didn't like it at first, but it came out earlier this month.
Well, we're going to do that. As a matter of fact, it's called Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I like that.
It's going to be gone forever.
Autumn,
Yeah.
I'm sorry you don't like Sir Paul anymore.
Yeah, it's sad.
I
isn't it?
still very much think
doesn't-
you're a great, talented person.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
I think he
The
feels
top
like
5 at one time.
he's not being appreciated anymore the
Yeah.
way he once
He's
was
like,
by
oh,
Otto
that's-
Fisher.
That's on him.
She doesn't like old people.
Are you blaming him? Are you blaming the victim?
Yeah.
So Jack Palance, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been in movies. He won an
Well, he's
Oscar
too
when
old.
he was 70.
Well, I think she's saying that you can still act when you're old because you're just playing an old
Could
person.
play a grumpy old man.
Yeah,
She
maybe-
could play an ass.
But he's clean.
She could pay an ass. There you go.
I
Turn
didn't have
that up. You
I
got to
didn't
turn
have
it
that
up.
thing.
You can pay in ass.
All right, that's his
Yes.
last word for Autumn Fisher
Okay.
from Sir Paul McCartney.
Love you, Paul.
It's all right.
Thank you for Oh Darling.
You've been heard. Is that how the kids say
The
it?
kids say they want to be heard. Yeah.
You've been heard.
Do you feel like you're being heard, Paul, by Autumn? Do you feel like
I
you're being
don't
seen
care.
by
I've been
Autumn?
heard
I
by
wish I wasn't hearing.
hundreds and millions of
He's
people.
making a bunch of money.
By
Alex,
the way, multicolored LPs.
oh, I
available.
know. You're gaming the system.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea.
Oh,
Taylor
there
Swift.
she is. Let's
You
do a
should
duet.
totally do that.
Because the haters gonna hate.
You can bilk so much money. I mean, you
She's
can just
onto
offer
something.
so much
You know what?
enjoyment for so many people.
Taylor Swift's going to step on your momentum, though. She's releasing a song on Friday.
I don't care.
Oh, the Toy Story song.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 285 in Clayton County.
Didn't expect it to last this long, but it's there nonetheless. Right lane construction, Eric, on 285 westbound. We're right where you ramp onto I-85 southbound near Old National Highway, and what a mess. It's basically a parking lot back before I-75 there in Clayton County, so just plan your alternates. I think the rain also impacted this. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side, still a slow ride from South Cobb Drive down to I-20. Heading toward DeKalb County, 285 eastbound. We'll call it sluggish between Georgia 400 and Peachtree Boulevard. The heavier stuff for right now is leaving I-85, but improving once you get down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston. Traffic brought to you by Blue Man Group at the Fox Theater. Blue Man Group returns to the Fox Theater June 16th and 17th for 3 performances only. Tickets are on sale now at BroadwayInAtlanta.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
The winds of change are blowing. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. I'm not forecasting the weather. I'm just reporting North Georgia Replacement Windows has changed their name to NG Windows. They installed my beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, and now I enjoy more daylight and bigger views. Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
WSB Atlanta.
WSB BFM and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
How is your roof holding up after all this heavy rain recently? After storms like that, think of Findlay first. The roof guys. Extreme weather can really challenge your roof. Schedule a Findlay Roofing free roof analysis, findlayroofing.com.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
Most interesting article, or I should say headline, but actually article too in this situation that I come across today, intrigued me. It's in the Wall Street Journal. Inside America's most dysfunctional zoo. I'm not a zoo guy. I never have been. When I was a kid, I went a couple of times, and I just thought bored animals in jail.
Well, the smells. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
is you go in there and
that's
it
the best
stinks.
part.
Oh,
I like that smell.
Yeah, me too.
What? What is
I grew
wrong
up in
with
a
you?
farm town. I like
No,
that
my
smell.
wife's like
Yeah,
that.
I like manure.
She grew up riding horses.
Yeah.
So she had to muck out the stall. So like that smell to her now, it was like, nostalgic. Yeah. Mom, I'm coming home.
Especially the taste.
Yeah. When you get into that, no one's denying that.
Even if you hate the smell.
So this is an article about Louisiana Zoo. And I don't know how. What is it? This is like one of these private zoos, or it kind of sounds like that tiger. What was his, the tiger? Was
Tiger
he the
King.
King?
It's
called Tiger King.
Wasn't he at like a private zoo?
I had a tiger reserve.
It's called Magnolia Wilds.
It's a rescue.
Yeah, and so I don't know how much oversight of these things there are. There's wild animals in there. You think so? Over the years, this one zoo. Now I think they're out of business now, and they've become like a refuge, and somebody bought it. And it's gonna be a refuge now or something. But over the years, the zoo reportedly lost track of a remarkable number of animals, including a Nile crocodile, kangaroos, capybaras. What is it? What's that?
Capybara.
They're cute.
Yeah, they are cute.
Porcupines, rheas. Is that how you say that? Large flightless bird.
Mm-hmm.
That bird couldn't even fly, and they lost it.
They run fast.
Get back here, you dumb rhea.
They lost track of a water buffalo.
What?
Lost track.
Zebras.
Now, did they go out in the wild and just live until
I'll
they
get to it.
In
Antelope
Louisiana, they could.
and bison from a safari exhibit. A marabou stork later reportedly was spotted in Wisconsin
Wow.
from Louisiana. So the one big incident that they're known for involved a young Nile crocodile kept in a horse trough.
Oh, no. That's really small.
So is that like what
room in
they
there.
eat from? Is
No,
like-
that's what they drink from.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's like that, like at bad stadiums, you have to go whiz. In those
Yes,
things. Like,
Exactly.
okay.
Old stadiums.
Yeah. Bad, old. Sorry, Paul. I didn't mean that the two.
I don't think that is an insult.
So they kept it in a horse trough after being moved to an outdoor enclosure secured with cinder blocks.
Wow.
The crocodile disappeared and has never been recovered.
It mated with the alligator.
I'm sure it did. I mean, it probably thrived down there in Louisiana.
Yeah, like, oh, look at who's this crocodile. Employees and
You look like my
management
cousin.
disagree on whether it escaped or was stolen. They can't agree. Some people think that the crocodile escaped. Others vociferously disagree and say it was stolen.
boots down here now made from that old crocodile.
Between 2021 and 2026, Fed inspectors documented 43 violations of animal welfare regulations, including deaths of animals linked to inadequate care, parasite-related alpaca deaths, a flea infestation that killed a sand cat, unsafe barriers between predators and visitors. You think that's
That's really, really bad.
that one? Do they? I gotta know that like Six Flags has somebody coming by inspecting the roller coaster
Surely, right?
all the time, right?
I mean, this
Nobody's
place-
here inspecting whether or not there's a good
They said we couldn't
barrier.
wrestle the pumas in the ring. I said, well, yes, we can.
It says here that a teen was bitten by a hyena. I mean, at that point, I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
but
I'm
what
never
did the
coming
team
back.
do?
Right.
What was the team wearing?
Trying to laugh.
Otters were
What was it wearing?
Otters were biting visitors. Too.
You have been you've been very anti-otter. So I agree with Autumn. Did these kids deserve it? Alex Williams says it's still crowded through downtown.
And as you head northbound, maybe leaving the airport before the heavy delays find you, you're going to run into a stall in the center lane. Hero just got with it, 7585 northbound north of Langford Parkway. Then it really slows from University Avenue up to Freedom Parkway. Southbound, still close to a half hour out of Buckhead on 400 south from Lennox Road, where the delays start down to I-20. 75 south packs in at Moores Mill Road there in northwest Atlanta. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The best trips are the ones you share. So get the whole family together to hike the trails, walk alongside dinosaurs, enjoy thrill rides at Dollywood, relax in a lazy river, and cheer for dinner shows, all in Pigeon Forge. Just visit the Great Smoky Mountains for incredible adventures and unforgettable memories that everyone will want to be a part of. Join the fun and plan your summer trip today at mypigeonforge.com.
In a world that never stops changing, the professionals who rise are the ones who never stop growing. The Project Management Institute is one of the most respected professional organizations on the planet. A network of driven, talented leaders shaping the future of business, technology, healthcare, and beyond. PMI Atlanta members don't just manage projects, they lead them. They open doors, they build careers, they connect with people and opportunities that move Atlanta forward. And now, you're invited. On June 17th, Project Management Institute Atlanta brings together the best minds in project management for a professional development day at Georgia Tech, packed with world-class speakers, hands-on learning, and the kind of networking that changes careers. Whether you're a longtime Project Management Institute member or you've been to an event, this is your moment. Register today, members and non-members, at pmiatlanta.org. That's pmiatlanta.org. June 17th, Georgia Tech. Be there. PMI Atlanta, because great leaders never stop learning.
America is turning the big 250, and at Mr. Plumber, a cool rate company, we're celebrating with a deal worth saluting. If your water heater is starting to show its age, making odd noises or just not keeping up like it used to, now's the perfect time to call Mr. Plumber. For the month of June, save $250 on a new tank-type water heater and enjoy more hot water, more comfort, and more savings. Mr. Plumber is also offering $50 off any weekend appointments. See him on the web at MrPlumberAtlanta.com.
Hey, listen, it's that Rick Jackson again.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, Sugar? I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor. He's something, ain't he? Oh, he's tough.
No tolerance for criminal illegals, no woke ideology.
No more do-nothing career politicians.
The man escaped the projects and built one of Georgia's most successful businesses. Plus, he's big-time pro-Trump.
And he wants to cut our property taxes. Like for real. Shush, y'all. Here comes the good part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Amen to that.
Conservative Rick Jackson for Georgia.
I just love that Cheetos part.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Summer storms may come and go, but the savings at Dr. Roof are here right now. Mark Aaron back with you. If your roof needs repairs, replacement, or just a professional inspection after those pop-up thunderstorms, now's the time to act. Visit drroof.com. Check out their summer specials on roof repairs and new roofs. Dr. Roof's helped homeowners protect what matters most with trusted service and quality craftsmanship. Don't wait for the next storm to find out if your roof has problems. Go to drroof.com today.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by the Lloyd Advisory Group. WSB's top story, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says the Trump administration is not moving forward with the so-called anti-weaponization fund. Blanche making the comments during his testimony before a House subcommittee today on Capitol Hill. He has said that there were legal challenges to the fund, but despite that, he says the reasons for the fund still remain as good as ever, according to what President Trump has to say about the reason that it is needed.
There were a lot of people in this country who had their government weaponized against them. The reasons for the fund remain as important as they were before, but we are not moving forward with the fund.
Blanche made the comment during his testimony before a House subcommittee on Tuesday. It comes after the Justice Department says it will abide by a court ruling that temporarily paused the fund. It was established from a settlement reached between the Trump family and the IRS to resolve long-running disputes. The DOJ had said they created a systematic process to hear and redress claims of others who suffered weaponization and lawfare. I'm Lisa Carton.
Pandemic-delayed executions could get rolling again following a ruling today from the Georgia Supreme Court.
In a unanimous ruling, Georgia's highest court finds a previous agreement to halt executions for 9 inmates because of access to the COVID vaccine no longer applies. During oral arguments, Solicitor General John Henry Thompson said these inmates can't continue to escape justice.
With the pandemic emergency in the state's rearview mirror, the justice system is operating normally. Executions have and will continue to take place under safe and fair conditions.
The state's last execution was in 2024. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The FBI offers a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of an escaped prisoner. 34-year-old Arthur Cofield escaped a federal prison in South Georgia and has strong ties to Metro Atlanta. He's been serving an 11-year sentence for identity theft and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. FBI Atlanta says he has extensive ties here still and should be considered armed and dangerous. From WSB's Jonathan O'Brien this evening, we are hearing that MARTA's trains are going to take a while to launch due to an unexpected delay.
A MARTA spokesperson says the trains won't be ready for Thursday's launch because testing and safety certifications haven't been completed. The agency has been pushing to have the new trains in service for the World Cup. During the unveiling in 2025, Martin Ritter with Stadler Rail hailed the trains as a great investment for the city.
It's the most state-of-the-art rolling stock metro car in North America.
MARTA hasn't given a new launch date, but they say safety is always their priority. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett County Sheriff's deputies arrest a man for taking money from a veterans organization.
The Sheriff's Department says they've placed Walter Schultz under arrest for taking money from the Central Gwinnett Veterans Association. He was serving as quartermaster for the organization, which means he was in charge of paying bills, making purchases, and the overall finances. Investigators say while he was in that position, Schultz allegedly wrote 4 checks to himself, classifying them as loans, and also took cash for personal use. He's now facing felony and misdemeanor theft charges. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
So far, no confirmed cases of the New World screwworm in Georgia, but agricultural officials are on high alert with stepped-up surveillance after the reemergence of the flesh-eating parasite. It's devastating to cattle herds and has been detected not far from the Texas border. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins calls it a very serious threat to the livestock industry.
Mexico reported 8 new detections. One of those was a 5-year-old goat approximately 25 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border.
She blames Mexico for allowing the insect to advance north, along with the cartel's smuggling of people and animals. Here's a little news that you never thought you might be curious to learn about. If you've ever left something behind in an Uber, you know, you're not alone. And we have learned a little bit about what the most common items are that are left behind. Phones, wallets, luggage, and of course keys.
Among what Uber calls the most unique items left behind this year, a toboggan, an ankle monitor, 2 wedding dresses, and 2 pounds of Gushers, the blue raspberry flavor.
The information coming from Uber's latest Lost and Found Index. Correspondent Mike Toboski says notable past examples of what's been lost include 500 grams of caviar back in 2022, and just last year, a taxidermied rabbit. It's 6:34. Live team coverage of traffic and weather begins right now. Triple team traffic kicks off with Alex Williams.
Looks like new trouble in DeKalb County. I'm looking for right now, Veronica, 85 northbound, Chamblee Tucker Road, exit 94. A few brake lights filling in behind it. Then once you get past it, you'll stay slow getting past 285 up toward Indian Trail Road. Still some brake lights in Sandy Springs on 400 northbound as you pass Abernathy Road and the North Springs MARTA station. 575 northbound cleaning up very nicely through Cobb and Cherokee counties. 285 north and southbound west side perimeter still slow both ways trying to get through that construction zone, ramping onto I-20 westbound in Fulton County. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly cloudy for this evening with scattered rain showers moving through the metro area. The rain will come to an end just before midnight, then drying out and cooling down for tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Staying cool and breezy by June standards for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 78. That's trending about 10 degrees below average for early June. It will stay dry through the rest of this week, Thursday, Friday, into Saturday. Morning lows in the mid-50s, daytime highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. The next chance of rain is not until Sunday afternoon.
It's 76 degrees right now in Midtown Atlanta at 6:36. Next news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia homeowners, quick question. When was the last time you paid full retail for anything? Not your TV, not your phone, not your car. So why are people still paying full retail for windows? Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, and most homeowners don't realize this. Big window brands mark their prices up 30 to 50% just for the name. You're not buying better windows, you're buying their advertising budget. Here at Window Comfort, we cut out the brand tax and we go factory direct. That's how we deliver premium windows for thousands less. And to kick off 2026, we're making it stupid not to check. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, free installation, and no payments until 2028. Don't be the homeowner who paid full price. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. Go to windowcomfort.com and get your free, no-pressure estimate today.
Don't let a DUI conviction cost you your career. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now. 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Ooh, can't say that. As long as he knew it was coming, it's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sold a bill of goods. You think you're going to get a bill
See
of
about to
goods?
hear this, and almost certainly the White House leaked this, that Trump on a phone call with Netanyahu was like, you're effing crazy. You'd be in prison if not for me.
Yeah, you owe everything to me.
You're making everybody hate Israel. All these things. And
I helped you get elected. What are you talking about?
And I guess this probably has to do with Hezbollah, right? Because Iran is tying Hezbollah into the Strait of Hormuz. Trump wants to get out of there. And I would imagine then, he thinks he's got something, and then there's a skirmish again between Hezbollah.
Well, we will stop as soon as we get everybody killed. I mean, out of the...
But I can't talk much more about this story because, as you may or may not know, it is currently against the law to be critical of the state of Israel. So, as a man who doesn't want to go to jail,
you're a wise man, Eric.
Yeah, well, yeah, I follow the laws, but by the Trump administration's own logic concerning conversation around Israel, doesn't this make Trump a
anti-Semite?
No, it doesn't, and I'll tell you why.
Well, hold on.
Can I tell you
why?
why?
Well, let me first set it up.
Okay.
Let me just say that I'm comparing it. I'm comparing it to.
My daughter's Jewish.
I'm thinking that. Well, that's true. Well, she married into.
Well,
but, yeah.
She converted.
What's that called?
When
you marry in?
Jewish by injection.
No.
That's what they call it.
No, that's absolutely not what they call it. No, I can't.
That's what they call it.
I've heard it before.
Shiksa. Isn't it shiksa?
Well, not anymore. She was a shiksa, and now she's a yenta.
Oh, so like you're shiksa until you're accepted?
Yeah, because you're a shiksa, you could like take your Jewish son away from the religion or the culture.
She is exactly that. She is a non-Jewish woman in a Jewish
but
marriage.
are they practicing Jews?
I'm sure they are.
They are now.
Then
She is
she's
now.
not.
She's no longer a shiksa because she converted to Judaism.
Right.
Okay, so she went through the whole process of conversion, and then you're not a shiksa. Okay.
So go to Jewish classes.
My question, and the reason I'm comparing this, is that college student that was arrested for some editorial that she wrote at Columbia or something. I can't imagine she said anything worse about Netanyahu than calling him effing crazy. So if she was arrested,
I could call my friend crazy. You could call your friends effing crazy.
That's right. Okay.
And that doesn't mean you're anti-Irish or
Well,
whatever the hell Jared is.
It wasn't a good call.
What?
Hey, you get Bill Pulte on it. I'm sure there's something in there. You
He's
can get
a
him out of
great
the, you can
guy.
get him out of
Great
the
housing,
country.
a lot of jobs in Georgia.
Absolutely no
totally
expert.
qualified to be whatever the hell he is.
No one has been less qualified to be, but whatever. I don't want to get into that.
I don't even know the guy.
You say,
I don't know him.
I think that this call definitely happened. They're trying to play it down. This is obviously leaked by the White House. Israel, even on their side of it, is saying it was a tense phone call. They wouldn't put the word tense in there if things like this weren't happening. But they're both in bed with each other now, these two leaders.
Is it?
And both of them have their own. First of all, they're different. And Netanyahu is just one trick pony. He's been on, I want to do this with Iran for the last 4 presidents, and just single-minded, and he knows what he wants and how much land they want to get out of Lebanon, all this kind of stuff. And he got Trump to start the whole thing, but he has his own end game that is not necessarily Trump's. Trump is the type of person who can wake up on Monday and want to annihilate a civilization, and by Friday just want to get out of there and move on to something else. So Israel has to worry about that. They realize Trump, given that this plan to go after Iran, Trump has been their best friend, right? But their best friend who's making it possible is also somebody who could wake up tomorrow and say, we're out of there, whatever. They're both dealing with the fact that, which should have been obvious from the very beginning, the two countries don't have the same end game, but they're involved in the same conflict. Because this thing was, the New York Times put it out there. Trump didn't sue him. So we know that their description of how Netanyahu came here, had Mossad behind him in the Situation Room, and they laid it out there, and they said, Trump, they've never been weaker. Now's the time. We'll take out the top leadership. The people hate them, and they will topple. And Trump had just done Venezuela, and it had worked. And so he was convinced, to go with it. Now, in that same article, the next day, the cabinet gets together without Netanyahu or Mossad there, and just about everybody in the cabinet says, no, I don't think we should do this. Marco Rubio, Dan Kane.
J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance. Dan Kane, who is the general running this whole thing.
Raising Kane.
Basically said Mossad always thinks things are going to be easier than they are. And before he was done in this meeting getting that out, Marco Rubio piggybacked on that and said what he's saying is it's BS. So this is what was going on in the decisions to go to war. So Trump wasn't thinking about all of these moving parts. He thought, Netanyahu says we can get this done, we can get it done fast. I just did this in Venezuela. Trump really thought it would take a week. I know that it's impossible for most people to believe this. But Trump didn't think he'd be dealing with this right now. And he wants a way out. And now he's starting to see Netanyahu as some of what's making it difficult to get out. But he should have seen from the very, if you have wise people around you, well, I guess everybody in the cabinet said, hey, we don't believe them. But there should have been people around
who say, look, they don't have the same goals that we do. We have, overlapping interest, and that's why we're in here together. But we have completely different concepts of the end game here. And now it's just kind of like coming out, with a little wisdom, you wouldn't have made the move in the first place because you know that this is inevitable if it lasts longer than a week. So convince the leader that it's not going to last longer than a week.
Right.
If we go in there and we topple Iran and we get out in a week and everything's successful, it's a huge success.
Absolutely.
That's what was in Trump's head.
Yeah, absolutely. He thought it was going to be quick and easy. The only thing that makes me question the call is I know that Netanyahu isn't really liked by the Israeli press. So that makes me think that maybe it isn't true.
But this was leaked by the White House. There's no doubt.
That's where it's a little, on our end, I find it to be weird. I just know that he's not really beloved
because part of it
over
was that's why Trump said you'd be in prison if not for me. But he also in this conversation supposedly said everyone hates Israel now and it's because of you. Now something like that was that?
Yeah, it was said. Yeah.
Okay, so why would you leak that? It's because
behind
the scenes,
it signals dissent and it resets the negotiation clock.
There's that, but I'm saying from inside, they're seeing that people are turning against the Trump administration in hand with turning against Israel's war and our war with Israel against Iran, and so that's why they leak it so that people in the middle can go, oh, Trump understands.
Yes.
We're not liking this, and you can kind of spin it that, oh, Trump is speaking to the leader of this country about our concerns. That's why I think the White House leaked it. And the fact that they leaked it, Jared, I think says it happened. And in Israel, this guy would have, I don't know if he'd been in prison or not, but he certainly would have. Has he been to trial yet?
No, it keeps getting pushed.
Yeah, he's getting pushed off, right. It was supposed to start like June 15th or something, I think, this month is the last time they pushed it back.
I'll look into it.
But anyway.
Let him try. I don't care. Get him out of my hair.
Trump just wants to get out of there, but he can't admit that that's what he wants because if you do that, it means you have to accept the fact that, that
you've given them control
of the Strait of Hormuz.
I think we're going to be in the position we're in now for months.
Which is like, what position is it? It's
just
like
kind of
stalemate.
What did you say?
Cease war.
Cease war.
Although,
we got a break. But this morning I woke up to Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to not fire on each other, and the war's over, and whatever. By the time I got here, everything, and now it's 6:47 at night, and it's basically the same as it was before I woke up. It would be comical if it was funny. Alex Williams says 285 is still a parking lot by the airport.
Yeah, all due to the right lane construction. I guess they decided to pick it up just before the end of PM Drive, Eric. It's been in the right lane, 285 westbound, the inner loop, ramping on to I-85 southbound right there at the Clayton-Fulton County line, and that has caused a mess of the ride back to I-75. Rest of 285, still some southbound outer loop delays on the west side from South Cobb Drive down to I-20, and looks like that crash still working 85 northbound near Chamblee-Tucker Road, just causing a tap of the brakes as you approach 285, where you're going to stay slow from there up toward at Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Traffic brought to you by Compassion International. Imagine a child in extreme poverty waiting over 365 days to be sponsored. In their way today. Become a Compassion sponsor now. Text radio to 83393. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
News. Major sinkhole in southeast Atlanta. Weather.
Temperatures for that are about 20 degrees below average.
Traffic.
New crash in Kennesaw.
Everything you need to know before you start your day.
Triple Team Traffic checks I-75 for you.
Atlanta's morning news. Tomorrow starting at 5.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
Spring is in the air and you are making summer plans. You may also be doing some work on your house or cleaning. Now, it's Shelley Winter, and you have heard me talk about virtual imaging and how it is so important to prioritize your health. Face it, we're getting older and your body may have some issues. Most heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death. Yes, only about 25% of heart attacks present symptoms. I have some terrific news for you from Virtual Imaging. For this month only, they are offering you and your spouse a free heart scan with a few minimum requirements. They will present you with their other non-free options like a full body scan for cancers and brain scans for things like dementia or Alzheimer's. But the heart scan is free. What are you waiting for? Most people walk out clean and have peace of mind. Others have some issues, but just enough for you to take better care of yourself, like I did when I took advantage of my free scan. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com. Let them know Shelley Winter sent you.
Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. Did you know Superior is probably the #1 installer of water heaters in Atlanta? If your water heater is over 10 years old, time to replace, and be surprised on the improvements it will make in giving you plenty of hot water. Superior offers a 10-year warranty.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
What if you had the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to the Xfinity Summer Savings Event, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Now through June 15th, get gig Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 years with equipment and unlimited data included. No strings, no commitments, and get online in minutes with the same-day Wi-Fi. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. Plus, you can even try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities during the Xfinity Summer Savings Event. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Taxes, fees extra after 12 months. Regular rates apply to Mobile Select. Xfinity Internet required. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Somebody just have to believe here. You got to believe.
I'm over that, man. When it comes to sports, I'm done with the believing. You know, it's funny you can do this. And because we're in the delusional phase of the offseason of the NFL.
I love this move by the Falcons.
What?
Signing Drake London to a 4-year extension worth potentially $150 million.
You know what?
We need to lock that guy
He's
in.
a great receiver, but you need someone to throw the ball to him. We'll see how that works out. You know, but this is the kind of dead time for all the coverage of the NFL. But we love the NFL so much that we just want to read about it and write about it and talk about it all year long. And so this is the hype time. And I can see it because if you're following a football team right now, you're probably not clicking on every video the way you would be during the season, pregame, postgame, all of that stuff. So it's all like, oh, this was a great move. And I see it with the Bills. And I will not click on these things. Like, the Bills just made a move that changes everything. No thanks. I just turned 62. I'll just look for it on the field. I'm really not. Hey, the vibes are great. Oh, they're calling our new defensive coordinator the quiet assassin. Not interested. Not interested. I want to see Kansas City Chiefs stopped on a 3rd and 8 with 2 minutes to go when the Bills are leading the game. Then I will think about the defensive coordinator. And I used to get so involved in all this hype. But what I wanted to get to was I started looking at other fan bases. And also I follow the Falcons stuff. It's all the same. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Right now, if you're in Cleveland just made a move that is going to change everything. And it's just such hype. And
it's like reality TV.
How do we get duped over and over again? Like, I'm out of that loop now. But that game is so dangerous. So what? You made all the great moves. One got a concussion, the other broke his leg. Now you got the same team you had last year. How many times has that happened?
We've all been burned a lot.
People still get like so excited. Opening day, watch them on the field, come up with your own opinions. But all of this hype now is, oh man, it's got a great locker room vibe. You know what? As a Bills and Falcons fan, I would be fine with terrible vibe in the locker room. Lombardi Trophy at the end of the year.
Yeah, that would be the
I'm tired of all the feel-good stories about the teams I want to win.
I keep hearing Flowery Branch has not been buzzing like this in a while.
Yeah, the same thing's going on with the Bills stuff because you got new coaches and all that kind of stuff. All I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with them doing it. It's just like don't get yourself hyped up. Like I know that I have fellow Bills fans who are telling me, hey, he's a quiet assassin. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Drake London thing is fine, but they got to get somebody to throw the ball to him.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not...
I don't believe in Penix. I'm sorry. He's a nice guy. He just got married. I wish him the best. But in terms of franchise quarterback, I don't believe that at 26 or whatever he's turning, you suddenly kind of like... You always talk about his mechanics. At 26, he's going to change this?
He is looking a lot better in camp. He has a much quicker release, and I think Tua, because they're both
left-handed. He's a quiet assassin. That's what I heard.
Because Tua is left-handed, I think that they're both helping each other a little bit here because Tua's got a much quicker release.
What is one of the oldest sayings? And I'm saying this out of love. I want the team
Let me
to do
be
well.
delusional for a little while.
Okay,
it's
yes,
June.
that's fine.
It's June.
As long as you'd admit that, then it's
hopeful.
fine. Then it's fine.
The Lombardi Trophy is coming to the ATL. Let me at least think.
I
Let me
believe. We got to go because of the music. But I think this will take years to find out. I think Penix is a good guy. I think he's talented. I think ultimately he's going to land in a few years as one of the best backup quarterbacks you can have. That's what I think is going to happen. But I could be wrong. It happened once before. All right, that music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up. Well, three things. Tell Autumn to stop talking about sports.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just too much. We're seeing the research.
I'm
You're just
sorry.
always dragging us to
Penix.
Yeah. And we know how you are. We're gonna whatever. We're gonna come back tomorrow. Shelley Winter's up next. Got a great radio show for you. And I got some advice before I get out of here. Continue on your journey, but don't piss off the genie.